Hey everybody, welcome to the Superior Adventures Guild. My name's Dave, your humble dungeon master and host for our awesome game that we like to call Heroes of Greyhawk. As you can guess, it takes place in Greyhawk, and we get to play it every week with an awesome crew of players. Tonight, I am joined by these beautiful people that you see on screen. Welcome, my friends, back for another game. This is a beautiful thing to have you guys back here. It seems like it's been way too long of a week. It's been a hell of a day. But we're here. We made it. Thank you for being here.
3 years, man.
Oh, shit. Time to lurk, and we'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
Let's go around the table and give a quick introduction. Tell us who you're playing tonight and what your thoughts are with the events that have transpired at the abandoned farmhouse. Let's kick it off with Kirk tonight. Hi, Kirk.
MIA.
What's up? Was that really loud?
No, that was a pretty good volume. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you. Yeah. How's it going, everyone? I'm Kirk. I'm playing Norb Nhyre, your friendly neighborhood. Some would call him a scholar, a traveling knowledge giver, vacuum salesman, but they don't have those back then, so it's more like a broom. Yeah.
You get weirder every stream, man.
He's a
He
broom
moves
salesman.
dirt. He moves dirt for you.
Well, maybe he does sell brooms.
And you pay him, and then he's like, nice.
You guys all thought he was
And
a
he leaves you
scholar
alone.
from some college. He's really just a broom salesman.
We thought he was a scholar, but he's just gonna holler, move some of that dirt, and
Yep.
lose
Yeah,
his shit.
Exactly.
Lose his shirt. Okay, there we go. Hey, let's go over to the rhyme sayer, the rhymiest rhymer in the whole house, his house, bleak season.
Hey, I'm the bleak. I'm on a streak. I ain't gonna fleek. I ain't too meek. There you go. Hi,
Wow.
I'm Bleak Season A. I'm playing Lachlan Felspar, Dwarven Storm Cleric.
Oh, thanks, Techie Woman.
What do you think of what's gone down? I think I don't know. Are we allowed to say deep doo doo on this?
I think you can say doo-doo. Can the
We're in
producers confirm that doo-doo is okay? Yeah, doo-doo is okay.
All right, I think we're in deep doo doo because we have no more spells, we have no more tents, and we're surrounded by baying hounds. And I literally don't think this door is gonna withhold.
There's no door.
There's no door.
There's
But let
no
me
door.
go.
But
There you go.
Techie Woman did just donate an advantage to each of you. So
Oh, techie
there's
woman!
put that feather in your cap. Thank you, Techie Woman.
I love no one as much as I love techie woman.
Shouting out some love to you guys. Well, yep, there's no door, so that's one thing to consider. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's a little chilly. Let's jump over to Andy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Andy, also known as Andy G3D here on Twitch and on our Discord and in other places around the internet. Tonight, I will be playing Desmond Adelar, now a second level rogue type guy.
40-year-old.
Yeah, he was he got startled by a ghost a couple sessions ago and was aged 20 years. And now he's dealing with the fallout of that. And yeah, just really hoping to fix it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the eternal struggle of all the 40-year-old guys out there. Just want to go back to the way it was. Oh, the good old days.
2 days ago. one day ago.
Oh man, I feel for you. I feel
Yesterday.
40 is a tough age. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Let's jump over to Ashley before this gets too sad.
Hey everybody, I'm Ashley, Minnesota Muse 99 on Twitter. And I am playing Xanthi, the golden-eyed girl who is magical and deadly. And oh man, what does she think about what's happening? There is a lot of stuff happening. Like her friend has suddenly aged 20 years and she doesn't want to scare him, but it's really bad and doesn't know how to fix it. And There's something in the dark coming for us, and we're out of spells. Most of the people are out of spells. We're low on hit points. We could really use a long rest, but we're probably not going to get one.
That's a really great synopsis, Ashley. I think she pretty much summed it up, folks. There it is. We got
Well,
a
we pay her the
problem.
big bucks.
There's a
Okay.
problem to deal with here. Thanks, Ashley. Great to have you all
get paid?
back. Yeah, really? Thanks to everyone for being back here for the fun. I appreciate it. My name's Dave, of course, Dungeon Dave. I play games, produce games, run games here on Guild Superior with all my good buddies. We've got a lot of great programming going on the channel, and I'm going to toss it over to Mr. Bleak to fill us in on what's coming up this week. There's a rhyme.
Holy moly. I was prepared to do this at the end, but you're throwing this at me now. Hey, everybody. Tomorrow, we have Dungeon Mr. Ty bringing us the second of his brand new of Arden game. It's a pretty unique, interesting new world for us to explore. So we're really happy that Ty chose to bring it to us here at the Guild. On Thursday, we have the penultimate Shadesong episode, some D&D 5e homebrew goodness with moi at the helm. Only one more episode to go after that. Speaking of final episodes, next Sunday, 7 Central, 6 Eastern, we have the final episode of our 8-part Blade Runner game. Last Sunday's episode had a number of wild reveal. This week, we'll see exactly how the investigators wrap up the case. While we're on the finale roll, next Monday is the third and final part of Game Master Kevin Games, a great Once Upon a Rhyme 5e homebrew. That game's been a lot of fun. It's certainly doing our Monday Night Madness show proud. A lot of things are finishing, but that's just so we can begin a whole new bunch of stuff. Remember, you can always catch up on our past episodes for all our games on the VOD on our YouTube channel. We'll be right back here next Tuesday for more Greyhawk tastiness.
Well done, sir. Thank you very much. That's a lot to remember. There's a lot going on, and just a massive shout out to Bleak and to Dungeon Mr. Ty, to Kevron, to the crew that's putting on the stuff behind the scenes, including Ashley and Andy and Miko. Just a lot of great folks contributing and collaborating to make this happen. And I would be remiss if I didn't say a big shout out to all the players who really make it special, because we've been really blessed with a lot of really fun people playing games on the channel. So make sure you check out our schedule. If you want to get updates, you can always follow the channel, and you can get a little update in your email. If you do email, do people still do email? Anyone? Not really.
We're about to.
All right, do it. But more importantly, guys, we just like having you hang out with us in the chat and get goofy. It means a lot. It really inspires us, and we just love being around you all. So thank you so much. Last but not least, if you feel like you might want to, I don't know, get involved with some of the games that we have here at Guild Superior, hop on over to our Discord, hang out, get to know us, we get to know you, and eventually, if you want to, you'll end up in a game. Just like a lot of the people that are in the chat right now that I'm seeing have played games on our channel. Come over and connect with us, and we'll have a good time. I think the only other...
TikTok, you forgot to talk about our TikTok.
Do we have TikTok? I thought we were only doing Mastodon now.
I thought Ashley was going to do TikTok.
Oh, no.
Isn't there like a
the only
big
TikTok we
wizard?
have is the Big Wizard 69.
Big
and that's
Wizard
Dave.
69.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Wiley Hobbit, thank you so much for the gift subs. That was very, very generous. Big shout out to Wiley Hobbit. If you are familiar with Wiley, I play in a game over on his channel, the Wiley Hobbit channel. He also puts out this amazing podcast called Greycast, which I listen to all the time. They just had a new episode come out on Monday. You got to go check out. The link is in the chat for you to go check out. So thank you so much, Scott. Really appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right. I don't remember what I was going to say because I'm flustered because of just the wonderful, wonderful generosity of our friends. So thank you all for that. We do have, I know, we have a giveaway, you guys. That's what I almost forgot. We have a giveaway, and I have a new screen to show it to you. We're giving away another copy of The Troubled Veil by CZ RPG. They have put this thing together. As you all know, CZ RPG puts together content for 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, stuff that you can pick up as Dungeon Master, throw into a campaign, use it as a one-shot adventure. If you're not a Dungeon Master, it's fun because you could get it for your Dungeon Master, the person that helps run games for you and your friends. They have a bunch of stuff on DriveThruRPG. I'll put a link in the chat, but if you want to win The Troubled Veil, all you have to do, my friends, is type !drawing into the chat, and you will be entered to win. This is a PDF, 23 pages, a huge location with lore, 4 detailed encounters, 3 stat blocks that are brand new magic items, new custom artwork, 40 battle maps. Excuse me? Is that correct? Can we get a fact check on that? Yeah, 40. It's true. There's 40 battle maps in here. And then there's a regional map. Support these folks because they support us and enter to win. I'll put that in the chat again. Kirk will show you how to do it. It's !drawing. And yeah, I hope that you win. Good luck to everybody. We will draw at the end of tonight's stream. I think that's everything. If I missed anything, I apologize. In the meantime, let's get in to a quick recap of what transpired during the last session. What do you say, guys?
Oh, yeah.
My mouth is so dry right now. In our last session, our ragtag party of adventurers engaged a ghost of a former farmer. Ooh. That had been anchored to an abandoned farmstead that they'd been sent to investigate by the mysterious wizard Byrne. This ghost mistook our heroes for Jeffrey and Samantha and implored that they might help the supernatural entity with its unnatural task of tidying up the place, fixing the wagon, and feeding the horses. Desmond, having previously 2 episodes ago been unnaturally aged by 20 years, was shaken by the encounter with the ghost and fled the farmhouse. Xanthi responded by trying to talk him down from his anxiety. Lachlan and Norb attempted to assist the ghost recover its purpose by investigating the broken wagon, and their attempt to return it to some semblance of functionality, thinking that may help. Xanthi and Dez went to the barn to simulate a feeding of the horses, so to speak. Finding a pair of bodies entombed in webbing inside. Investigating the bodies, they discovered a nest of spiders that rained down upon them. And then they turned them into like flaming spiderettes, which was really cool. They found a few trinkets and they found some coin on the bodies. Strangely, I don't know if we've even addressed this yet, but Desmond cut the head off of one of the corpses. Am I right about that?
That's right. That's correct.
He admits it. For what purpose, we don't yet know. Meanwhile, Norb and Lachlan discovered the farmer's bones buried beneath the broken wagon. Distraught, the ghost came to realize that he was dead, relating the circumstances of his death and pondering the reason for his lingering amongst the living. Norb attempted to reassure the ghost with his now trademarked hug, the Norb hug. And the ghost eventually asked if they might provide him with a proper Cuthbertine burial. As night fell, Xanthi dropped her tent to the ground looking for assistance in setting it up. The decision was made to spend the night at the abandoned farmstead. Desmond vowing not to enter the premises. Then, in a strange turn of events, Desmond convinced Norb to go fishing in a murky pond behind the dilapidated farmstead. Xanthi and Lachlan, meanwhile, were inside the house, finding silver hidden in a hidden compartment, prying up dampened floorboards to discover the remains of the family dog. Around its neck, its skeletal neck, a dog collar with a pendant bearing the name. Actually, we don't know because Lachlan can't read the name on the collar. We haven't gotten that far. Norb, meanwhile, outside at the pond, throws a big log into the pond and awakens a Katablabos. Probably didn't say that right. It was a warthog-like creature with large tusks and a strange club-like protrusion at the end of its tail. Putridly smelling creature charged forward to attack after being woken by Norb's log. Swinging its tail at Desmond and then Norb. Xanthi and Lachlan run into the fray to help, the latter being met with the creature's death ray. It was so epic. Barely escaping its full impact with a well-placed shot from his new crossbow and the help of his friends, Desmond took the creature down. Xanthi consoled Desmond again on his aging. There was a really precious moment in there amongst the goofiness. It was really nice. While he's chain smoking his pipe and contemplating his predicament, she reached out and held his hand. And the rest of us just kind of cried inside a little bit. Lachlan, finally got around to investigating the floorboards inside, and I already mentioned uncovering the remains of the dog. He and Xanthi then decided to clear the house to see if they might perhaps stay there as night had fallen upon the land. They found an unlocked trunk in the loft, which contained a bunch of dirty and ragged clothing, but underneath they found a dagger that radiated magical energy, a vial of a red potion, also magical, and a pouch containing 14 small, dark gray gemstones. Outside the house, Norb was trying to recover from his Tabletop poisoning when Desmond heard a distant barking to the west, along with a laughter-like response from the east, then more barking and laughter to the south, kind of a wild-like nipping and yipping, much closer than the others. Des snapped into action, pulling Norb to the house to get some safety, but then looking back outside, Desmond, you saw that the tents were still out in front, like shining like a beacon of your presence. These brand new tents. And that, my friends, is where we rejoin the adventure.
You had to set those tents up.
You had to set the tents up. They are currently out in front of the space. The barking, I'll give you guys a moment to kind of decide what you want to do, but Des, you have the distinct sense that last set of yipping and laughing, chattering and barking was coming from the south, and it was much closer than the others, that there was some communication going on amongst whatever it is in the darkness.
They're not going to last. I think they're about to be past tents.
There's some creatures out here
Oh,
on
that
their
took me
way,
a minute.
calling to each other.
Well, maybe if we hadn't been so loud with the screaming and the shooting and the killing, like they would have left us alone.
Maybe it's just mating season and they're just flirting with each other very loudly and they're not going to come and bother us.
Sounded like they were communicating. Should we get out of here?
Hey,
We should
wandering.
definitely hide at the very least.
Where are we gonna hide?
Behind the house?
I think we should stay in the house. That way, if they do come at us, we can control the points of entry, funnel them in, take them out that way.
There's only the one door. What if we get trapped in there? Well, there's a window on the second floor.
Yeah, there are no other windows though on the ground floor, right? We found that out when we were.
Mm-mm. There are rotten floorboards.
We could hide under the floor.
With the dead dog?
There's not time for that, I don't think. I'm gonna turn around and look out the door, kind of try to do it sneakily.
Okay.
Do I see anything?
I'll bring us over to the map.
I know it's dark.
It's always nice to have a map, just to kind of like orientate where we're at, where things are. It definitely doesn't suggest that anything's about to happen when a map comes up.
Right.
Desmond, you're currently at the door. You had kind of pulled Norb in, and if you recall, you are feeling ill. You had actually
I'm puking
been,
my guts out.
Yep. I would say you probably stopped by now because you did some pretty good honks. It got a little chonky. I think the word chonky can kind of have a lot of different meanings. But you got a lot of that chonk out.
Where's that map, Dave? Because I'm looking at Roll20 and I'm seeing the zone map.
Oh, you know what? I'm letting everyone else see it but you. So that's okay. I figured you're going to fight blind anyways.
Doesn't matter to me, man. I'm just going to stand in the doorway and wait for him to...
is just peeking around the doorway to see if he can see anything.
Okay, roll a perception check for me. Roll it with disadvantage. It is nighttime. It's dark.
All right.
You don't have, let me ask you guys this. At one point you had a torch going inside the house, and at one point you had a lantern lit. Are those still both giving off light, or would you have put them out somehow?
I would think we would have put them out because,
Mine was a hooded lantern, so
you
it
drop the
has
hood.
like the little, it has the little latch
What do we-
on it that you can.
do we know
Anthony will
anything?
turn to put out her torch. As we're trying to be quiet and hide.
Do we know anything? Have we established that we know things or don't
Well,
know?
I rolled 2 2s, so
Okay.
glad I got those out of the way.
Nice.
I can't see anything.
Norb, give me a con save. I'm going to see if you can shake off some of this illness.
Technically, that was a
16?
6. Sorry, that
16?
was a 6. Technically.
You focus for a bit, and your internal fortitude allows you to sort of like recover a little bit, gain, you know how you like when you're really sick and you sort of sit there and you just concentrate and sort of recenter yourself. You're
So
able to push some of that effect of the Tabletop poison out.
Would you say that it's still surface level though? Like if I wanted to reach in there and get sick again, I could?
I mean, what's your, do you have a plan or something? I feel
Maybe.
like that's a very specific, okay, sure. Yeah. I mean, if it works for your plan, you can do that. That's fine. You have
All right.
something
And
up
I'm-
your sleeve, I can tell.
I'm also going to be listening to all these
I'm scared.
these barks and stuff,
Okay.
you know, really intently. Like I'm going to be sitting by the door. I'm going to be looking really pale, like I've just been sick for a while. So anyone who looks at me is going to see Norb like doing the far off gaze, not really seeing anyone in front of him, but hearing everything that's happening behind him out the door.
All right. So give me a perception check with disadvantage. Desmond, with that roll, you don't see anything, but also strangely, you don't hear any more barks. You don't hear any more of that chittering laughter. Are any of you proficient in nature? I think I've asked this before, and the answer is I'm pretty sure it's a no.
No, we're a pretty non-naturey crew,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Nature deficient.
Yep. That's all right.
What's the house made out of, by the way, Dave?
It is like broken plaster that is held up by a lattice work of timbers that are rotten and broken, and in some places you can actually see through the wall. It's not, the structure itself is not fully sound. You look
I
up
got
at
a
the
19 on that
ceiling,
perception.
but 19 at disadvantage. Wow. Yeah. You can hear voices speaking in some guttural tones just to the south. It seems to be a nonchalant kind of communication. But you don't hear the barking. You don't hear any of the barking that you heard like 5 minutes ago. Hey, thanks for the raid, Blue Box. We appreciate you guys for raiding in. Hello, Raiders. We are just getting started here in Greyhawk with our Heroes of Greyhawk campaign. We're at the old abandoned farmhouse, somewhere between Hamlet and the old moat house ruins. And something is lurking in the darkness.
I'm gonna,
Thanks for raiding in.
while I'm sitting there with my back to the door, I'm gonna reach into my pouch and I'm gonna pull out some salt and kind of rub it against my gums and whisper something and cast comprehend languages so I can understand what they're saying.
Okay. All right, so you're going to cast comprehend languages. What's the range on that?
It says for the duration you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. It takes 1 minute to read one. Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Okay. So it's
And it
what you can
lasts
hear,
for
basically.
1 hour. Yeah.
Whatever that range is that you might be able to hear. Okay.
Yep. So if I'm hearing communication, I can understand it.
Yeah. Yep. You can understand it. It is weird when this happens because it's very broken. The communication style is very animalistic, but you hear words like show us, treasure, ours, give it, things of that nature. But it's not like there's no sentence structure. There's just like a string of words, and you can hear another individual who is speaking, but it's not audible. And the sound of this sort of broken common is getting closer from the south. And because you rolled so high, at some point you can now see that there are individuals walking towards, they're kind of starting to emerge from the darkness. You can see that there are, about 7 individuals approaching from the south. What would you like to do?
I'll look back
Thanks,
at everyone
everybody.
else.
Thanks for coming in.
There's 7 of them, and they think there's treasure in here.
Why would they think there's treasure in here?
I
Isn't
don't
there
know.
just
They
that
want it.
scary ghost?
They want the treasure, and they think it's theirs.
Either the treasure of the guy that hid his treasure upstairs, or they're talking about whatever was supposedly buried in the pond outside. If we're lucky,
Right.
they're going for that, and they'll skip the house.
Yep. If they come near the house, I'll try and pop out and communicate with them.
I do have dark vision, Dave, so if I'm keeping an eye out.
Sure. Yeah, give me another perception check as you peer out into the darkness.
Perception, that's 15 plus 5, so 20.
Yeah, you, both you and Norb, and maybe Desmond, but probably not quite yet, Desmond, since you don't have the dark vision, and you rolled pretty low. You do see that there is a group moving in. They appear to be humanoid in their gait. And as they get closer, you can see that there are 2 humans that are bound and being pushed forward. There is one large dog-like creature who seems to be leading them towards, for what you can tell, the house. And then there are a couple of smaller of these dog-like creatures, these hyena-like creatures, if you will. And they seem to be making their way towards you.
I motion everyone to just sort of move out of the doorway and kind of hide a little bit if we can.
Hide in the kitchen? Or do you think they're going upstairs, to that trunk?
I think they're probably going over to the pond.
Des will go hide in the kitchen.
Okay.
I'm gonna crouch by the door and just keep an eye in case they.
And pull out my crossbow.
If you guys take a quick look at the stream, you'll see sort of a graphic that represents what these creatures look like. They are indeed gnolls that are approaching from the south.
Oh, look, they look so cool and dangerous.
If you guys are hiding, give me a stealth check, please.
Any bonuses for being in the house in darkness or anything else?
This will just be a general stealth hide-in check, and it'll take into consideration whether or not you have cover and that sort of thing.
I will use one of the advantages that we have just because, I suck at stealth.
Okay.
Ditto.
Ooh, and I rolled 19 on both my dice.
Okay, that's pretty damn
In a
good.
strange turn of events that's probably going to cost me later.
Natural
Got it.
20
Whoa,
12.
Des.
for a total of 28.
Wow. Okay, Xanthia 12 total.
And I got a
Norb?
17.
Norb with a 17. Okay, so you guys are hiding and waiting to see what happens as you see these creatures walk into the area around the house. There's this little, I guess you'd call it a stone wall that's about knee to waist high. And they do indeed start to make their way past. And Norb, you can hear them talking. And again, you hear the human say, we've got nothing, there's nothing here. We didn't do anything wrong. What are you doing with us? And you can just hear, ordered. This is like that broken comment again. Ordered. Raid 4. Failed. Pay price. And they're like, and the one guy says, you tell that beautiful bastard that he didn't need to have me boys killed by his gobbies. Their heads belonged on their shoulders. There's plenty of loot, you filth. There's plenty of loot in the hillside and the countryside. Why'd you have to kill me, men? And then the other creature's like, the orders. Follow orders or die. Plain. Easy. You failed. And the other guy, so there's two humans, one of which is doing most of the talking, the other one's just cowering to the side as they make their way over to the pond. And you can hear them talking. This beast. They look at the beast. They see the tents. They walk right past the tents and kick them over. Someone's been here.
I'm sorry, Dave. I have a flask of oil in my pack. I want to pull it out, and I'm gonna look at Xanthi, and I'm gonna show it to you, and I'm gonna be like, if I throw this, firebolt the hell out of the place.
Okay.
Sure.
What are friends for?
That's right.
Norb, you hear the big gnoll say, "Check the place out. Someone might be here." The rest of them make their way over to the Tabletop with their 2 prisoners. And a couple of the gnolls start to hack off. You can't really see it, but you can hear the swords cutting through the chonk of the warthog-like creature, and they start like butchering it and tearing it up with their claws. It sounds like they're eating it.
I guess you can eat.
Little munch. So while this is happening,
Like a piece of fried Tabletop.
did you bury the Tabletop?
No.
Okay.
I think Norb
don't
was
think so.
Norb was trying to do it while
Then he
was
started
vomiting.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I ended
So we
up
might
getting
not have done a
sick, so I
good
didn't
Job.
do a good job.
There's a lot of vomit
They
over
found
there.
it. Yep, they found it. And they're not paying much attention to the vomit, but they're certainly paying attention to this giant beast that's laying there hacked up and dead. And you can see that a couple of these gnolls break off. Norb, you and Lachlan are by the door. They start to search about. And you can hear them now kind of barking. Norb, you can tell what they're saying, but the others can't. But you can hear them barking. And you can hear other voices as another group comes up from apparently the north.
Can you make an illusion to draw them away?
I think so. At this point, I will cast an illusion of a regular pig.
Can
You're
you?
muted.
You're
You
muted
muted
now.
yourself right after you
Oh,
said
whoops.
pig.
And I'll like a nice, like a big juicy pig, like a 5x5 pig. It's very cubic. And I'm gonna have it running
Minecraft
down
pig.
the road to the south, and I'm gonna cast the second illusion, giving it noise. So it's going.
Making some pig sounds. All right. Yeah, roll a persuasion check. And where are you sending it? In what direction?
Straight
thanks,
down
Scarpy.
on the map or south.
21 months. Thanks, man. Thanks for the support. We really appreciate it.
Thanks.
To the south, you say? All right.
I'm gonna burn one of my advantages too.
Okay.
I got a 13 on the persuasion.
13. All right. Give me a straight D20 roll, Norb. This will be kind of like an insight check. These guys are moving
Got a
around.
19 on that.
A 19. Okay. Let me see. Roll a little. So you watch as 2 of the gnolls start to run after it. They're just like their instincts are triggered, and they start to make their way down and chase it. How far away can you use that illusion for? Look that up. Meanwhile, you hear more conversation. You can hear the man whimpering, saying, "There's nothing here. We didn't mean to. We tried to follow orders, but you tell that beautiful son of a bitch, we're not working for him anymore. He can take his orders and shove them." And that's when you hear this as the sound of blade against skin, and you hear this as one of the bandits hits the ground. You can't really see that this is happening unless you're poking your head out the window, which I don't think you're probably doing. But then you hear all this commotion. These 2 guys have run to the south. Norb, how far to the south would they be able to see this thing?
They'd only be able to see it up to 30 feet.
So it kind
from
of disappears.
Me. So it kind of disappears, but I'm hoping the dark is working to my advantage here.
Yep, they're off looking for it. Meanwhile, these other gnolls are walking around. You can hear the crunch sound of their footfalls, and they're kind of yipping and nipping at each other and barking a little bit as they're coming around the corner. Lachlan, you get the sense that one of them is coming towards the doorway. Now, I will give you an opportunity to, since you guys rolled such high rolls for your hiding, if you wanted to hide, you can either keep your roll or you can roll a second hide, but tell me where you're hiding and how you're hiding. Or if you don't intend to hide, tell me what you intend to do.
I'm going to wait and see what the others are doing, because I'm not going to leave the door unless the others are hidden away somewhere. So I'll keep an eye and see what they're doing, and I'll tell you after.
Okay. How about the rest of you? What are you doing?
Well, Des rolled a 28 on his stealth, so he's in the kitchen with a table pulled up over him.
Okay.
So
All
he's
right.
like hiding pretty well.
Yep. So you're going to keep that roll. You're hiding in the kitchen under a table. What about Xanthi? You
Like
rolled a 12.
like broken table.
Yeah, she is going to grab like maybe like the disgusting moth-eaten cloth off the bed and like drape it around herself, like so that she can like throw it over her head if she needs to hide. And she's going to say, Norb, do you think maybe you could make the sound of one of those like murder pigs, like the one that we saw outside, and maybe they'll think another one's in the lake?
Ooh, I can't reach that far with my spell.
Right.
The ladder that goes to the second floor, Dave, is it a removable ladder or is it nailed in place?
It's nailed in place.
Damn it.
right.
So
What are you gonna-
while
what are you gonna do?
while Xanthi's hiding in her cloth, and Dez is off God knows where in the kitchen or whatever, Norb's gonna look at Lachlan and say, "I have an idea," and I'm gonna, you know, kind of squeeze my chest and my stomach a little bit, bark at him in the same language that they were speaking,
Ooh.
as best I can.
Yeah, I don't think it allows you to speak their language. Just understand it. So I would check that. Xanthi, are you hiding over at the bed, or are you just standing there with the sheet over you, like right by the door?
Oh, with the sheet over me right by the door. And you know what? I'm gonna use prestidigitation to use a puff of wind to make the sheet kind of billow, so I look like a ghost.
I'm not sure how far. That's our defense, Dave. That's our
Wow.
defense.
Okay.
Hide. Just
Wow.
hide.
I underestimated you guys.
There's 14 of them.
I'm just waiting to see what Norb's going to do, and then I'll tell you what I'm doing.
Yeah, if I don't think I can speak to him,
No,
I'm gonna also
you can't.
just slide further in and hide.
All right,
so I'll probably,
you
like-
had a 17, which is pretty good, but you could re-roll it if you want to. You have to take the next roll though, or keep it.
I'm gonna stick with 17. I'm just gonna
Okay.
just hold my body close, just
So
curl up
place
into a little ball.
place your token where you're gonna hide. Xanthi, you're gonna do the ghost thing.
Yeah, I'll be further like in the house, so like they have to actually be investigating to like see what's going on.
Okay, I will move over to go to the kitchen. I will try to grab Xanthi and bring her along, but if she fights or tries to get out, I'm not gonna argue. But I'd be like, "Come on, Casper," and
Who's Casper?
I don't know. It just felt like something I wanted to say. And I'll go there and I'll try to bring her along just because I don't want her standing out there in the middle of nowhere. But I'm not going to argue with her either. Do you come along or?
Not really.
Okay.
Okay.
So Norb, you're hiding off to the side. Lachlan and Daz are hiding. Lachlan, you had a 19. You're probably gonna want to keep that, right?
Yeah.
And Xanthi, you're gonna stick with the 12. I mean, you're
yeah,
just standing there.
and
It's not
I'm
gonna
gonna-
make much of a difference.
And I'm making like a weird breeze kind of happen.
So you want to be seen. I just want to clarify. You want to be
Well,
seen.
If they come inside or look inside,
They're
I can be
coming.
seen.
Oh yeah, they're on their way.
They're
Yeah,
coming.
yeah.
You're
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
get seen.
yeah. That's fine. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
You want to Jenga these guys? Oh, okay. Let's go.
All right. So this gnoll comes around, kind of this slobbering drone. Norb, you hear him just making like some weird curse words that you've never heard before, but you can tell he's frustrated, and he looks and he says, it's dark. He looks up and he sees Xanthi. He sees this ghostly apparition of a sheet fluttering in the wind. What's your intention with that?
It's really moldy, and like I just want it to look. Yeah, I want it to look really like this isn't right. This isn't cool. Like, what the hell is that? Yes.
All right, give me a persuasion check.
I will roll with advantage. Dirty 20.
All right, and give me another 20. Give me a D20 roll, please, for the gnoll. 5. He looks up and he sees your ghostly apparition and kind of the floating breeze of this moldy sheet that you have over your head, and he just and he backs up. He takes a step backwards, and you can see. I don't know if you can see. You probably can't see it through the sheet. You didn't have time to cut little holes in it. But he takes off and he runs back over, and Norb, you just hear him shouting to the other guys. There's some kind of ghost in there, huh? Ghost. And they get all riled up, and you can hear the smack as he gets hit with the back of the hand and falls to the ground. You, go check it out. And so two of these gnolls come back as they're heading in. I swear to God, there's a ghost in there.
As they're coming back, I'm gonna cast a minor illusion on the blanket that Xanthi's holding, so it looks more horrifying than it actually is. It looks like it has a big mouth and it's ghostly and translucent.
How do gnolls have a perception of ghosts as something with a sheet over there?
They just do. They've seen all the tropes. They walk over and they see this apparition, this new face on there. Roll an intimidation check this time with advantage.
Ooh.
That's a 20.
18.
Very good.
Wait, was I not supposed to roll it?
That's fine. You were helping, so that's good. You can each roll.
I
That's
got
fine.
confused.
I think we're all a little confused, but it seems to be working as these gnolls kind of step back and they start barking, and you can hear them sort of communicating amongst themselves, Norb. More of them come over now to get a look at what's going on inside the house. And one of them kicks the guy in the back, the one in front of him in the back. He's like, get in there, take care of it. These guys don't seem too smart, but he comes in cautiously. Norb, he walks right past you. Another one follows in. They're both brandishing spears.
Dave, before the second one walks in, actually, can I do something?
Sure.
As soon as the first one clears the door, I want to lean in and lob my vial of oil, open it and just lob it. And I kind of want to aim it, not in the house, but I kind of want to aim it like just behind. I can't ping the thing, but just behind where the second gnoll is right now. Like I kind of want to throw it out so that kind of thing.
All right, well, let's do this. As we fire this thing off, let's get some initiative rolls.
God. Natural 20.
Sweet. Nice. Hold on a sec. Oh, all right.
I've had it hitting dudes in the face, but
that's all right. All right, 25 to 20.
21.
21 for Lachlan.
Oh wait.
15 to 20.
18.
Okay. 18 for Norb. 10 to 15. 5 to 10.
I got an 8.
7.
8 and 7.
I do have a sheet over my head.
Yeah, you can't see, but you can hear them coming in.
That's
you can hear the
super alert.
floorboards
Holy
creaking.
sheet.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, Lachlan, you are at the top of the order, and you are able to go ahead and pitch.
A tent?
No, the tent's
We
already been
already did that.
pitched and kicked over, but you can pitch the oil flask if you want.
I will do that, and I will use one of my advantages because, missing this, whiffing this would be terrible.
Yeah, I would say.
All right, so that might be okay. Let me see. With my dex bonus, I would assume. So it's a 15.
15. Okay, yeah.
Do I
let's
get
just,
my, do I get my proficiency bonus?
are you proficient with throwing flasks of oil? I don't think so.
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah,
So, yes.
I would say no. So just a 15 total. Okay, and you added your dex bonus to that. Sure. Yeah, it flies past this gnoll that's right at the door, and kind of splashes behind him, spraying the other two, and they kind of call out in shock as that happens. Do you do anything else? Do you move, or do you have a bonus action?
Xanthi! Light it up! And I am it's gonna get ugly now. I can't waste the one spell I have. Something else. No, so that's going to be it as far as actions. I do.
My God, you guys.
I do, however, have my shield and whatnot up, and I am going to come out. I'm not gonna go stand in the door, but I'm gonna come out like to here, and I'm gonna yell at that guy that's in the house as I come out, like bang my shield, like, "Hey, ugly! I need a new pelt. Get over here!"
Hell yeah, that's epic.
I don't know if it's epic, but it's stupid as hell.
Oh. Yeah, the ghost thing was kind of working there for a minute. All right,
It just kept sending guys though. Eventually,
well, they're like, "What is that? That looks weird." And then they're like, "Just get in there and take care of it." So it's actually their turn. So there's a lot of them. A couple of them are going to move up to see what all the commotion is. So we'll take care of them first.
well, it took a while for us to get to a TPK.
Yeah, but we're getting into it quick tonight. These guys are going to move to get a better view of what's happening. They obviously can hear what's happening. They hear you shout, Lachlan, and this one is going to move up. This one's going to move past towards you. These guys are going to move up, trying to sidestep the thrown oil coming in. The others are just waiting outside to see what happens.
I'm making sure they see me as they come in, by the way.
Norb, this one here, by the way, comes within 5 feet of you, but doesn't see you. Moves past. And they obviously don't see Desmond yet. I don't know if you want to take an attack of opportunity, Norb, or not, but you're welcome to if you decide you want to use your reaction that way. Or you can wait.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
I'm still hidden.
All right. All right, so this is how it's going to go down. Xanthi, they're going to attack you with their spears. The first one on to the left of you.
Attacking me?
Nope. Hold on. Why did it roll with that? A 13. Does a 13 hit you? I don't think it does. 13 misses. So the first one, for some reason, you can't even see them coming, and they still miss. The other
They're one, hitting the bed sheet.
Yeah, the wind and the illusion, and they're kind of, these are the two that saw you and are kind of freaked out. I rolled a 3 for the other one. So that one misses as well. Those two both miss. The other ones are coming towards you, Lachlan, something that they can understand a little bit better, an actual assailant and not some weird sheet-covered question mark. And they are going to do the same thing. They're going to come at you with an attack. A 13, I do not think is going to hit you with the first one.
No.
And the second one is also going to miss you.
I'm going to let the third one hit me.
He misses you. Are you going to walk, like, you're going to step into his spear?
I won't bring up my shield, basically. No, I'm just not gonna bring. If the first two miss, the third one, I'm just not gonna bring up my shield. So
Well, All
So
right.
if a 16 hits, then awesome. If not, then
Well, I rolled an 11,
okay.
so they both
damn.
missed really bad.
Okay.
But if I will
yeah,
say
thought
this, if you want to, for some reason, use your reaction to step into the spear so that it hits you, I will.
I don't want to
allow
use
it.
my reaction because I want to keep my reaction for blowing these guys apart.
Okay, so you would have to use your reaction though to do it, because he
Yeah.
really, and it would be the weirdest combat they've ever been in. They're like, what is going on here?
Yeah, but once
It's-
they got the thunder in the teeth, they wouldn't be asking much anymore.
Yeah, then they'll know what's going on. So all 4 of those guys come in missing, which is pretty good. That brings us to Norb. Norb, you're still hidden.
All right, so I'm gonna just sneak a step out of where I'm hiding and try and grapple this one that's near Xanthi to my north.
Okay,
So I'm gonna pull him into a bear hug and give him a good squeeze.
the old Norb embrace. Roll a grapple attack. You can roll a athletics check, and I will counter it with a athletics check.
Do I get any kind? Did he know I was there? Do I get any kind of advantage on my athletics?
Yeah, you know what? Because he didn't see you coming, I would say you can have advantage. I rolled pretty good, so that helps.
I got a 22 on my athletics then.
Yeah, you grab him. I rolled an 18. Nicely done.
All right.
So
I'm
you've
gonna give
got
him-
this Gnoll grappled.
Yep, and I'm gonna, put him in a full Nelson and just kind of go in his ears.
Okay. Yeah, his ears definitely perk up when you start doing that. All right, that's the end of your turn. Use your free action to bark. And then that brings us to Dez. Dez, you hear your companion barking. What do you want? What you are well hidden, Dez. You are extremely well hidden with a 28 stealth, hiding under the table. What do you want to do? You're muted. You're
Would I
hidden
be able
so
to-
well.
Would I be able to kind of like peek around this corner?
Yeah, give it a try. You can get out of your hiding spot and take a
Alert.
peek.
Yeah, I'll get out of my hiding spot. I'll move 1.
Are you lurking?
I'll move up to this corner, and I'll shoot this gnoll to Xanthi's southeast.
Okay.
This one with my crossbow.
I love it.
Now I was hidden. Am I still hidden if I moved?
You can roll another stealth check.
Well, the question is if I'm attacking from a hidden position, I guess.
Yeah, roll a stealth check to see if they notice you out
Okay.
of the corner of their eye. There's a chance that they would.
16.
Nope, they did not see you.
Okay.
Not only that, this individual's engaged with an ally within 5 feet of them, so you would have the sneak attack anyways.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
If
I'm
that's
just
what
wondering
you
if
were
I
getting
can
at.
roll with advantage, because normally
Yeah.
if I'm hidden, then I can attack with advantage. That's a 16 to hit.
16 on this guy hits.
All right. And wait, that was the wrong dice. Sorry. Um, 10 piercing.
10 piercing, okay. Nice.
And then I'm gonna
He looks right over at you as you hit him with the bolt. The bolt comes flying out of the darkness, hits him. He looks over at you and barks. He sees you.
bonus hit. Well, I'm gonna move, and then bonus action hide again.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
18.
Okay. All right, Xanthi. What are you gonna do, ghost woman?
I would like to try to do my best scary voice and go, "Get out!" And then I will reach my hand through the sheet and I will firebolt.
Okay. Where are you firebolting?
Oh man.
Where and or who?
Well, I figure Norb's holding this one, so I don't know that I would try to attack that guy.
The attack is going to
And-
be at disadvantage because you have a sheet over your head. Just FYI.
Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe I will try to hit the one Norb is holding. All right. Here goes nothing. Dirty 20.
It hits.
Does he catch on fire? He is covered in oil, and I hit him with a firebolt.
The oil actually didn't hit any of them. They walked
Yeah,
around
they-
the oil. It like
Lachlan,
splashed
threw it on the
behind them.
threshold.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. And I wouldn't have seen that.
right. But you did hit him.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll some damage.
Three fire damage.
3, okay.
Is that plus your int?
No.
No, it's
No.
just firebolt.
All right, so you
Low
blast this guy, and Norb, you're holding on to him, and it gets real hot real fast and just starts to burn up. Okay. Anything else from Xanthi?
Does my scary voice intimidate anyone?
Not at this point. They're sort of in a
Aw, man.
ravenous kind of attack mode at this point.
Okay.
Anything else from Xanthi?
Do I get the feeling that the gig is up?
Yeah, I think you're smart enough to know that they're just like they're not afraid of you. They're gonna attack you.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
I will free action drop the sheet.
Okay, you drop the sheet. You do notice that the one that that you blasted, a blind firebolt blast, is just kind of hanging limp in Norb's arms, just kind of singed and burning. Flesh is all burnt back on its muzzle. Its tongue is hanging out the side. That brings us to Lachlan at the top of the order. You are muted.
The spell says it. To do. 15. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you. I'm assuming that means that both Xanthi and Norb would be out of it, right?
Depends where
Would
you
it
put the
move?
cube.
Originating from me.
Yep,
So
but you can
theoretically, it
place
would
it
be
in
like-
sort of different.
Okay, well, so if I could place it somewhere where it would just hit the 3 gnolls
You could.
and not hit
Yep,
the
you
other,
could.
right?
You could. It would. It looks like you could do that. It would miss everybody. You could get the 3 that are in front of you.
All right, well, I'm going to drop that. I'm going to drop Thunderwave.
Nice.
Thunderwave on these bastages. And you have to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Con saves. Got it. The one to the south is a 7. The one in the middle is a 15, and the one to the north is a 16.
All right, well, that sucks a lot of whatchamacallit. So the two top ones made it. So the one that failed is going to take 2d8 and is going to be pushed 10 feet away from me. The other 2 are going to take half the damage and not be pushed.
Got it.
All right. So that's 12 points.
12
12
points.
points owed the damage.
Okay. All right, so that's the one to the south takes full damage. It gets pushed 10 feet, and the others take half the damage.
Yeah.
Okay. And all right, yeah, the one to the north is looking pretty blasted. Anything else from Lachlan? You have a bonus action, or do you want to move?
I am going to move, but I'm not going to get out of combat. I'm just going to move there. So I'm still in combat with the same guy. I didn't.
Got it.
Do not provoke an
Okay.
attack.
All right, their turn. That guy's gonna move in. There are going to be 2 spears that come through at Xanthi from the guys that are outside. They're going to throw through the doorway at you. The first one misses horribly. God damn, with a 7 to hit. Oh, this one I think will hit. Dirty 20, 16 on the die.
That'll hit.
Let's see. 3. That'll be 7 piercing damage as a spear right in your chest.
Oh.
Norb, you're hanging onto this crispy dog-like creature that apparently had been injured from a previous scuffle because it just goes limp in your hand. But you turn around, you can see that there's one right behind you, right here, that just got pushed back into melee range with you, and it just whips around with a spear and tries to stab you with it. 15. Don't think that hits you. Oh, that's your armor class, I think.
That hits me.
All right, so you will take... You take 10 piercing damage as it just guts you with its spear. This one that just came in, Lachlan, cannot get to you and is not going to throw a spear in these close quarters, but is getting ready for maybe next time. This guy's going to move in here, try to spear you. That's a 12. That's not going to hit.
Damn it.
And then the one that's in front of you here, as badly as he wants to go after Desmond, you're right in front of him, so he's going to attack you. And he's actually, what is he using? He's not using a spear. Oh yeah. He's got a short sword and a bite attack. Forgot about that. So he's gonna short sword at you first. I just rolled a natural 20.
What?
I'm sorry.
Reaction.
That's gonna be 13 piercing. What's your reaction?
My reaction is my Wrath of the Storm.
Yes. Tell us about that.
So as he hits me in my last act, because that hit kills me,
You're down.
I'm way down. I am so down. I am below down. As that sword hits me, it hits my medallion of the Stormcrow as it's going in.
Oof.
And as it does that, there's this spark and this discharge of electrical energy just rushes through the sword and blasts both of these suckers. And so they will take...
Is it just the
Next
2 or is it
throws-
all 3 of them?
No, it's creatures within 5 feet. No, it's just that one, actually.
Oh.
When a creature within 5 feet can see, you can use your action to cause the creature to make a dex saving throw. So it's just that one. Give it a dex saving throw.
Okay, and that's the guy that just hit you.
Yeah.
That is a 14.
All right, he makes it. So he takes half damage. So that's 2d8 lightning.
Roll high. You do have the destructive wrath.
No, I used it. I used it against the Copacabana bus. The Copacabana bus.
The Catapulbopus.
The third encounter in a row. I'm like, I got nothing left. Okay, so I got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15. No, sorry, 14. I don't want to lie. It's 14. So he takes half of that.
7?
Yeah.
Yeah, Xanthi, you watch as this explosion of electrical energy lights up the room momentarily, kind of blinding you. And as you kind of like cover your eyes a little bit from it, you feel this wet, chunky fluid that just splashes all across you as this gnoll is completely obliterated, its guts spraying all over you and the wall behind you. Hopefully
And
your mouth was closed. And Lachlan drops to the ground.
then I fall very dead.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
You're unconscious.
So that
I'm
is
at
all
minus.
their turns. That right there gets the attention of the rest of these guys, and they like punch this human over here and knock him to the ground. And these guys are gonna move, jumps over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And the big boy. They're gonna start moving into position cautiously, but they're coming. Let's see. That is the Gnolls' turn. Norb, you see this flash of energy. You can see as your sight comes back in, you look across to the source of the energy, which you know is your friend. And usually when that happens, you've come to know after a couple of encounters now that means something bad has happened. You look over and you can see Lachlan on the ground with a spear embedded in his chest. It's still sticking straight up out of the ground as the gnoll who was holding onto the spear has been blown to bits and sprayed all over Xanthi. She's just covered in red and brown chunks. Desmond, you also see the flash of electricity from that room as you're hiding in the other room, but it is Norb's turn. Norb, what would you like to do?
So, I've been stabbed. My friend is down and stabbed. There's 2 pulverized gnolls in the room with me.
Xanthi
For the
looks like
first
Carrie.
time, yeah, for
Exactly.
the first time since any of these people have seen me, and no one can see me in my team, I don't think, because Xanthi has a blanket on her head, Lachlan's unconscious, and Des is in another
I
room.
dropped the blanket,
The
but I am
blanket's off.
covered in gore.
Okay. Well, only Xanthi will see this, I suppose, but Norb, seeing the situation dire, all of the veins, it's going to be like from his feet to his neck, blue energy running through his veins. And then right when it looks like it's going to grow bright, it dims out instantly, but his muscles swell, his eyes go blank, white. There's no emotion left. It's just pure rage, which is an emotion. We're not going to talk about that. Byron's going to reach to his back, pull his battle axe, take 2 steps forward between these 2 guys. The one on his right, the one that was further away, he's just going to sweep it to pieces. I'm going to burn on an advantage.
Did you use your bonus action to rage?
Yes.
Oh, yes. All right. I love it.
So now his cloak is on the ground, by the way. And
Just
all you see is just jacked
chonk.
muscle.
Full chonk. God damn, he's hot.
I'm
when
gonna
he
burn an
rages.
advantage on this great axe attack.
All right. Which one are you attacking?
The one to the right of the door.
Okay. It only took you 10 sessions to rage.
Mhm.
I rolled a 10 to hit.
Spoiler alert. Kirk's character, Norb, is a barbarian. And he's a little out of practice because he's only raged once before. A 10? 10 misses. This thing sees you coming, and while it is distracted by your rippling pectoralis muscles and the veins that are bulging from your neck and the look of rage in your eye, it dips out of the way as you swing the axe, and it comes down with the massive stroke and right into the floorboards, which are, of course, we know, moistened. And you yank it back out. Is there anything else you want to do? You use your bonus action to rage, which is pretty awesome.
No, that is all I can do.
Okay, well, Welcome to the party, my friend. That brings us to Desmond. Desmond, flash of lightning goes off. You just hear this chaos in the room next door. What do you do?
I'm gonna move out. Does a player that's down still count as a player in terms of sneak attack?
No,
Okay.
they're not giving you any bonuses.
I will shoot this.
You can use them as cover, though. You can use them as cover.
Yeah, you can hide behind their bodies. I'm gonna shoot this one behind, straight to the south.
Got it. Up against the wall here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to use one of my advantages from the chat. Thank you, chat.
Thank you, chat.
And okay, roll dice.
If anybody's wondering, we've got some tunes playing right now. Hopefully the volume is good, but these are tunes that are brought to you by Monument Studios. Go check out their stuff. They've got some cool cinematic music. What'd you get, sir?
6. Ooh, it's a 14 to hit.
14 on that guy just hits. That's the AC.
My God. All right. So if that's 13 piercing.
13 piercing. Okay. Yeah, the bolt goes right through, hits this one, smacks it up against the wall, and for the first time you can see as it gets stuck to the wall and the light goes out of its eyes that it had this open wound that was festering on its chest, and it goes down, just kind of slumps to the floor with your bolt in its chest. There's a question from the chat of how many advantages people have in their kitty, in their advantage pool.
I have one left.
Okay.
2.
All right. I have 2 as well.
I have
Sitting
6.
on 5.
How many?
I have 5
I
still.
have 6.
Jesus,
And I
maybe
used 2 this session.
Start using them.
Start using them.
I have been using them. They would just keep getting them.
I used them. Yeah, I used them.
Last week we got 4 or 5.
And we thank you for that, folks. All right.
Yeah,
What do
keep
you?
it coming.
Yeah. What do you want to do, Des?
Just checking one thing here.
Xanthe, you're on deck. You're gonna have to use a free action to wipe the chonk from your eyes. I think that's my new favorite name, or favorite word, chonk.
Okay, that is a bonus action.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Wandering Endlessly just gave Andy an advantage. Thank you.
This one south of Lachlan. Okay, with my offhand, I'm gonna pull my short sword and move up to here and
One for Ashley as well. Ashley got another one from Wandering
attack
Endlessly.
this guy. So that is.
You have 2 attack actions?
Well, no, I can't do that, can I?
No. Nope.
All right.
You can use more movement or a bonus action. Or just hang tight. Stand strong.
I'm gonna move back here, and can I? Oh, no, I can't do that. With this,
Internal monologue going on
Yeah.
here.
I'm going to use my bonus action to try to shove this guy, telekinetically shove this guy over to block the door.
That's a bonus action?
Yeah. So,
Chonk.
he must succeed on strength. He must roll a strength saving throw.
Okay. That's a 5.
That was a DC 14, so he gets moved.
In front of the door right there, 5 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Xanthe, it's your turn.
So she saw Lachlan fall. She got covered with gore, and she screamed out, "Lachlan!" And so she will run over to him, and she reaches down. She goes, "I don't have any spells." She bonus action uses her brand new sorcery points to give herself another first level spell.
Ooh.
And
Spell slot,
then-
right?
yeah,
Yep.
spell slot.
Nice.
And then she will use Cure Wounds as she is like grabbing him and trying to get him to resuscitate.
All right. I like it. Go ahead and roll some Cure Wounds action for that.
11 points of healing. So have
Okay.
11 hit points.
Nice.
Do I have to take out the minus points that I'm at?
No,
or-
you just go to
You're
zero.
just at
Zero.
0. Yep.
Yep, 11 hit points.
So you wake up with 11 hit points, gasping for air, Lachlan, and it is your
What
turn.
the?
Oh my god, I thought you were dead!
I thought I was dead. So, whose turn is it?
It's yours. Top of the order.
Can I do stuff? That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean, you wake up, you're prone, you're laying on the ground, you see Xanthi over the top
What
of
the-
you.
what the hell?
There's a
No.
gnoll standing over the top of you.
I'm just going to kind of from where I am, just grab my hammer and swing at the gnoll's legs and try to kneecap him where he stands.
But you're on the ground, or do you get up?
Yeah, I'm just on the ground like, "Rah, what the?" I'm just
It'll be with disadvantage because you're on
that's
the
fine.
ground. But if you got up, you
Yeah,
would have
you
straight
could
roll.
stand up.
Okay, fine. Don't. God forbid I try to fucking RP the shit out of this. All right, I'll stand up.
Do what you want. I was just making sure you understood that. You can roll
All right,
from.
I'll stand up and please.
Nope, too late. Too late. Not with that attitude. You're not.
That's right. So 17 plus.
Misses.
No, it's
If
17 plus.
if you'd been laying down, it would have hit.
Probably.
At least it didn't hit the kneecaps.
No, it's like 23 or something. So good to go.
Okay,
All
roll
right.
some damage.
Yep. And that's 10 points of damage
Nice.
with the hammer. Yeah, get the head out. Norb, is that you?
All right, so you stand up, you swing at this guy. You can lay back down if you want.
No.
You stay standing.
Yeah, I'm just, if I have to lay down and get back up, I'm just going to win myself. So I'll just stick.
It's not like you're 40.
Hey,
You'll be all right.
Plus, I'm a dwarf.
easy,
It's kind of short. So.
Easy.
All right, so that's the end of your turn, unless you want to move more. You used half your movement to get up, though.
No, I'm not gonna move more. Am I gonna move more? I'm not gonna move more. Yeah, I'll move here.
Okay.
Can I move over that guy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. That guy has been completely mystified. Most of him is currently sprayed all over the back wall and some of it on Xanthi. So
All right, I'm gonna
not a problem.
move in front of Xanthi, who just saved my life, and wait for this thing to come at me.
All right. That is when this big gnoll that's outside the wall, is going to break through the wall. Remember, I told you it's like this plaster that's broken. Is going to just blast through the wall coming in, pushing this guy forward here, and is going to take an attack at Norb with a bite attack. That is a 17 to hit, Norb. This is a piercing attack, so let's see.
Live resistance.
Yep. So I rolled a total of 6. You take 3 piercing. This guy's going to move in. Seeing Dez is going to move past you, Norb, if you want to use your reaction to take an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So in a rage, as it's running past me, I'm going to reach out with my hand and just try to pull it into my axe blade.
Okay. Give me an axe attack for that. Oh, well, I mean, you win some, you lose some, I guess.
At least he raged.
Yep.
God.
Are you
Got a
using your
10.
advantages?
10 did not help
Then
you.
I forgot to use an advantage that time.
And that's with
He's-
your attack bonus?
Yeah.
So he makes his way to Desmond, and he's going to take a swing at Desmond with his what does he have? He's got a short sword. That's going to be an 11 to hit. I think that misses.
That misses, yeah.
You duck as it comes down and swings past your shoulder into the wall. Don't worry, Norb. There's more coming. These guys come in and start swinging at you with short swords. First one on the left, that is a 16. This is slashing damage. That's a total of 2, so take half, 1. The other one to directly south of you misses with a 9. But don't wait, there's one more. Comes in from behind and sneaks through his guys and is going to move past you. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to get behind you right here.
I switched side and I just started hammering Norb in the back of the head.
You just lay down. I think I'll go back to sleep. They were ignoring me before. Lachlan, this guy's coming at you. He's going to swing a short sword and then try to bite you. His short sword misses with an 8.
Good.
And his bite, I think, misses you with a 14. So you dip out of the way as that one comes in.
Awesome.
And that's their turn. This is a very tight situation here. That brings us to Norb. It's your turn.
All right. I'm going to look over at this big guy. There aren't any thoughts in my mind.
I'm going to get some of these dead guys.
All
out
I
of here.
feel is rage. I will climb him and attempt to cut him in half.
The big guy?
Yes.
Are you
All right.
mounted?
I will burn an advantage for this.
Sounds good.
If you'll allow me to build, I'll burn 3 advantages for 3 rolls.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Worth a shot.
Yeah, that was a good try.
So, while I was dead, did I happen to take like a short rest?
Yeah, does that
very
count?
short.
That's
Very
a
short.
12 to hit.
Wow, I don't know what's going on. You need to get some new dice, man.
Are you
Using the
rolling with the
tabletop.
VTT?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God. Throw that thing in the garbage. Stop using
I have regular dice. Where are they?
Anything else from Norb? Norb, you got anything, buddy?
A roar of rage.
And impotence?
This is
Yeah, that's it.
all right, Desmond.
Oh my God.
There's a gnoll right at you. Just missed you with the swing of its sword, short sword.
I'm going to,
Norb, you got to start hitting these guys.
yeah.
It's not good enough just to rage. You got to actually use the rage. You got to channel the rage. Poor Norb.
I'm going to move here.
That's pretty funny, actually. It's
and I'm
ironic.
gonna-
It's so ironic if you think about it.
I know. I know.
This is what happens when you turn violent.
This is when
Good
you leave it up
happens
to the
to you.
dice. When you leave things up to the dice, this is what happens.
No,
I'm gonna
karma.
shoot this one to
karma.
myself.
Karma, yeah, that's true. He's going against his better judgment. All right.
I'm gonna burn my last advantage.
What did you do?
Hopefully I'm gonna shoot this guy, but not the one right next to me. The one down here by Lachlan.
Okay.
$16 plus 6 to hit.
That'll hit.
22, and then let's see.
Whew. This guy looks robust. He hasn't been damaged yet.
Robust.
11 piercing.
Okay. Very nice. That's with your crossbow attack.
Yeah.
Okay,
And so
sweet.
I'm going to
Kirk left. Sorry, Kirk. Better luck next time, buddy.
He went out back to whittle himself some new dice.
Yep.
bonus
Uh,
action. My bonus I don't know. That's not going to do me any good, but
You can disengage. You can.
yeah, I'm going to bonus action disengage right over here.
Okay.
Yeah, you should. You should. In
Xanthi?
fact, like, okay.
Xanthi's up.
Okay. I am going to firebolt this guy.
Okay.
And 25
That will hit.
for 9 fire damage. Kapow!
Total of 9, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You hit that one with the attack, and like the first one you hit, it just catches on fire, and the fire just rages across its skin. Its muzzle is exposed. Skin is just burnt down to like the white bone showing through, and it drops to the ground.
Okay.
Do you want to move or do anything else?
Yeah, actually, I would like to, I would like to draw my dagger,
Okay.
and I will take 1 step over.
Okay. That brings us to the top of the order with Lachlan.
The one just below Xanthi, I take a quick look at him. Does he look banged up, or?
Yeah, he
Alright,
does.
so
After Des shot him, he's got a bolt like sticking out of his left chest area, upper chest.
Okay, so I'm going to attack him actually instead of the boss, just because if we can get one attacker down, it's better.
Sounds good.
I'll make sure to get him, so I'll blow one of my
There we go.
advantages. And get 17.
That'll
so
hit.
Some odd. And then, so that should be 8 damage. Let me check. 8 damage.
8 damage. All right. Yeah, he's looking pretty rough, but he's not down. He barks at you and yips, and the others start barking, and they're starting to get into a frenzy at this point. It's just really loud in here. Not just the attacks and the howls of pain and the clatter of weapons, but also just their barking. It's just piercing the ears. Anything else? Bonus action or movement?
I don't think so. No. No, I'm good.
All right.
I have nothing else. I have nothing else to give.
All right. This guy's gonna run forward. This one is chasing you, Desmond, as you're moving away. It's just barking and kind of like laughing as it chases you. This one's gonna move here into the doorway. All right, so the one chasing Desmond is going to attack with the short sword. And that is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
30.
Yeah, that hits.
4 piercing.
All right.
The one, let's see, that one's not going to move there. Yeah, this one's going to move out of your, Norb, out of your range. If you wanted to hit it with an attack of opportunity, you could. I don't think you've used, we're in a new round. And we'll take a little break here in just a minute.
Yeah, I'll swing and a miss at this guy.
Well, yeah, well,
I'll burn an advantage. Even.
be intentional.
Please do.
Let's do it. What do you got?
25 to hit hits.
Okay,
There
now
we
we're
go.
talking. Give me some damage.
For 11 damage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this thing takes a step thinking that you're not really a problem, underestimating you, and you cut it down with your axe. You just sever it right through the midsection, and it just falls into 2 pieces on the ground. Makes you feel
Yes, finally.
like you're contributing.
I'm a killer.
Now eat it.
The one in front of Lachlan looks like it's about to topple over. It's going to try to bite you again, Lachlan.
Okay.
Not with a 9, it's not. And then it's going to try to stab you with the short sword. 13's not going to hit you either. That one has not been doing a very good job of trying to hit you.
Pretty awesome.
Norb, the one to your left, is going to attack you with the bite. That's a 19 to hit you with a bite. This will be, you'll take half of this. Half of 3, so you take 1 piercing damage. And then the big boy is going to swing at you since you tried to jump on him. And he is going to swing his, what does he have? Oh, he's got a spear. That's going to hit. That's a dirty 20. That will be a total of, I rolled 10, so half is 5 piercing.
My rage is over.
Uh-oh.
Are you down?
Oh, no.
Did you not hit the entire time you were in rage, and then you started hitting the second it went away?
You only hit with
No,
a
he
reaction.
hit once. He hit with the reaction and then got stabbed. All right. Well,
Awesome.
that's not great. That brings us to Norb. Are you unconscious right now?
I'm gonna roll a death save, I believe.
No.
it is.
I think
Oh.
that's what they're called. Yeah. Wow.
You get a natural 20, you pop right back up.
Yeah. I would do that. We're pulling for you, buddy.
You got a
Almost.
19.
Okay. All right. 1 success. We are on the right track. That was a hell of a rage, though. I mean, if we reflect on that rage, that was the irony. The irony of it is absolutely ridiculous.
A lot of screaming and then dying.
Yeah.
Screaming, flailing, and then dying.
At least he didn't give all of his money away this time.
They can still take it.
On your
That's true.
tombstone, Norb, you raged too late.
Oh, poor guy. Oh, sorry. We don't mean to make.
I should have rolled a natural. That would have been
Oh my
even
God.
more funny.
Norb,
my
a
God.
dollar short and a
All
rage
right.
late.
Let's roll through this because we need to take a break here. Desmond, what do you do?
Kill
There's
the one in front of Xanthi.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot this one right down here in between
All right.
Xanthi and
all right. Roll an attack roll,
Lachlan.
please. Roll high. Come on. You got to save your friends. Norm, you got an
natural
advantage.
20.
Oh, nice.
Nice. There we go.
So that's a total of 26 to hit. And then I double my dice, right?
Max damage on the dice.
Oh, okay. So it's 1d8 plus 4.
Yep. And then roll the dice on top of that, and then add your bonuses after that. This is going to be.
Okay, so what about my sneak attack? I have 1d6 right now for sneak. So
So you'd get a 6, and then you'd roll
Okay.
a d6.
so automatically 14.
Correct. Do you want to
Plus
roll the
4.
dice just to see what you get?
So I roll an. Okay, what am I rolling?
He's dead. He's dead. We'll just-
Okay.
That's your turn. Do you want to move or anything? There's a gnoll that's like right in front of you. Xanthi, you're next.
I'm just going to.
I mean, it's your turn next, is what I meant.
I'm gonna free action pull
Didn't
out
mean it that way.
one of my short swords,
Okay.
and yeah.
All right. Xanthi.
Question. Do these gnolls have ranged weapons, or they're all like swords?
Well, there's a spear, and this guy's got a spear. This guy's got a sword. This guy's got a sword.
Okay.
So they're all using them in melee right now. They're not using ranged weapons at the moment.
Okay.
I don't think we've hit big guy yet.
I am going to try to hit this guy who's right next to Dez.
Okay.
And I'll do it with advantage because we're in a bad place. Second.
We're in a tight spot now.
26 to hit.
Nice.
That'll hit.
8 fire damage.
That's all it takes. That one goes down as well. You've been crispy crittering these guys. That's the third one, I think, that you've burned it to death.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
ignites in flames right in front of you, Dez, as you draw your sword to like engage it. It just
And where's the ladder in this room?
over by the bed.
Over there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna turn to Des and say, "We need to get out of here. We're all going to die."
Get to the
And-
chop.
Yeah.
She's,
Yeah.
she's gonna move over here, and she's gonna actually climb up to the loft,
Okay.
and then be holding the space to attack from the second story.
Okay. Yeah, you can get to the top of the ladder and get into the loft with your movement. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, we'll just say you get up there. Lachlan.
I will. So you've made one save, right? Okay. I am going to attack the big guy.
Okay.
I'll use an advantage.
Please do.
Make sure I'm taking it off.
Thanks for hanging with us, folks. We're just going to wrap up this combat as I think Chris just rolled a natural 20.
I rolled a 15 and a natural 20.
Oh yeah, that's that sweet, sweet advantage that we get from our
Sweet
friends.
advantage.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
So I'm gonna hammer him in the face. That's full damage plus I roll, or how do I?
Yeah.
how-
Yep, you roll the dice and then you add full damage on top of it, of the dice damage, and then any bonuses after that. I like that.
That's sweet. So that's gonna be 19 damage total.
19 damage. Wow.
Right in the kisser.
Yep, that's a huge hit. Let me roll it. Actually, I'll roll it. Roll a d100 here. Okay. You hit him so hard that the arm with the spear is just cut right off, and it falls to the ground. It just gets severed.
Probably broken because
Yep, and you just hit it
Hammer?
so hard that it just breaks his arm right off. It just tears it right out of the shoulder socket. So he is down. Yeah, he's not looking good at all. Do you want to do anything else? Bonus action or movement?
I am going to yeah, I'm going to Hell's Bells. No, I have no bonus action. I have nothing I can do as bonus. I'm gonna hang there and just hope that he comes for me instead of trying to go for Norb, but I don't see why he'd go around me, so
Yep. No, this guy knows that he's about to die. He's going to make his last ditch effort to bite you. Lachlan. That is a 17 to hit.
that misses. By
Ooh,
one.
nice. Yeah, he bites in and just clamps down on your armor, but it doesn't do you any damage.
No.
And that is his turn. Brings us to Norb. I need a death save, buddy.
Is it 10 success or a fail?
10 is a
Yeah.
success.
Two
So you got two
successes,
successes. Desmond, your turn.
right? I'm just gonna move right here.
Kill the big one.
Yeah, and I'm gonna shoot the big one
Okay.
with my crossbow.
You want to use an advantage?
If I had one, I would. But
Oh,
I
Can
don't
I
have
give him
any
one?
advantages.
Mm-mm.
No, actually,
No.
no, I think I used that. I forgot to
Yeah.
mark
I
it.
can't give him one.
That's right. Take a shot.
Do it. Do it. You can do it.
Why? Why?
Because that's the way the dice work. Armin just gave you an advantage. Go ahead and re-roll. Get another 20 roll. Thank you,
Okay.
Armin.
Yeah. All right.
Appreciate that.
Cross your fingers. God. Okay, that's better. 17 to hit.
That's more like it. Give me some
Yeah.
damage and sneak attack.
Come on, roll high. Man, these D8s don't like me. Okay. Oh, not bad. 12 piercing.
Nice.
That will hit, and that will kill this guy.
Oh,
That is more than enough to drop the big boy down. You look around the room and you see that Norb is laying on the ground unconscious. There are piles of gnoll bits and gnoll bodies around the area. And that, my friends, is where we're going to finally take a
Isn't there a
break.
gnoll left? There's a gnoll there. Next
There
to Norb.
is.
There's
But-
one left right next to Norb.
Run away
Movie magic. He has a unexpected cardiac arrest. Holds his chest, and then falls to the ground.
He sees the big guy go down and runs away.
Yeah, no, he literally has a heart attack and drops to the ground. It happens
I'll
even in
use,
Dungeons and Dragons.
I'll use spare the dying on Norb.
Okay. All right. You reach down and pull your friend back from the abyss of death, and that is where we are going to take our break, everybody. We I didn't think that was going to be a combat encounter. All right, we will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for hanging out with us. Holy shit, guys. Nicely done. Good job not
Did
dying.
you just say it wasn't supposed to be a combat encounter?
I didn't think it was going to be
there
a
was
combat
like
encounter
14 of
based
them.
on
I think
how
it was
many there
kind
were.
of obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, was
Oh,
100%
man.
planning to flee until we engaged. And then I was like, oh shit, we're engaging.
Welcome back, everybody. You just narrowly missed a TPK that was coming for our yet to be unnamed group of adventurers who may never get a name if they keep this up. Norb and the Raging Ravens. Norb's Raging Ravens. Oh, you're not a failure, bud.
We're the
just as a-
nameless group.
The Nameless is really cool. As a quick recap, the party had been investigating an old abandoned farmstead in between Hamlet and the Moat House ruins, as that had been reportedly being used by bandits as a headquarters or a hideout. They had encountered a ghost and helped the ghost, doing good things. They had cleared out the barn of some arachnid creatures. They had found some bandit bodies, and they had found a chest with some treasures in it. As they were setting up camp and figuring out what they were going to do for the night, they heard gnolls calling to each other from the distance, converging, as it were, upon the farmstead. From out of the darkness, as our unnamed band of adventurers hid in the farmhouse, the gnolls emerged from the darkness and began to surround the farmhouse and taking care of some business. They searched the premises, seeing the tents, seeing the dead Katabla laying partially buried by Norb's work earth. What is it called? Earthwork skills. And so you took your hiding positions. Some of you took hiding positions inside the farmhouse. One of you took a bit of a performance position and attempted to frighten the attacking gnolls, who were frightened, and then went and got the rest of their buddies to help them out as they came in and found 4 of you there to attack them. Battle ensued. Lachlan being struck down to the floor, causing Norb, his friend, to erupt into his very first barbarian rage. It was epic to see Norb just hulk out, his shirt popping off, his beautiful oiled up chest gleaming in the torchlight. And he went in to take care of business, and he ended up dying almost as he was knocked unconscious. Luckily, his friends came to his rescue, and it was a pretty anticlimactic rage. However, it was a rage, and we're proud of you. We're proud of. We think you have only room to grow into it. So that, my friends, is where we find ourselves. You have killed what you think might be the last of the gnolls. At least the gnolls that are immediately in front of you. Xanthi, you're up in the loft, sort of covering the escape. There's a window up there that you could potentially escape through, but the front door now is partially open. And if you recall, next to the door, some of the wall has been cracked open and broken apart as the big boy came through. The chonky one came in to attack. But currently, we are out of initiative. Norb is
Unconscious
on the ground. Did you roll all of your saving throws, or did anyone?
Oh, he had made 2.
I got Spare the Dying.
Oh, that's right. Spare the Dying. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Spare the Dying was cast, and so you are stable but unconscious. What do you guys want to do?
What are we gonna do?
Xanthi will scamper down the ladder and dig through her bag and pull out that weird mystery red potion. And
Roll an Arcana check for me, Xanthi.
Can I take a look at it as well?
Sure. Roll an Arcana
I'm
check.
gonna go
for me.
outside and.
What's up, Vamp? Good to see you. No, we didn't have any archers in this encounter, actually. Otherwise, you know what would have happened to Dez. He would have gone into porcupine mode.
Bad.
A 6?
Oh my god. 9.
Yeah, you guys aren't sure what it is. Xanthi, you've definitely seen potions before from where you used to live and the people that were around you as you were growing up. You get the sense that this could be what your player thinks it is, and what your character probably is hoping it is, which is a healing potion. So, Lachlan, do you want to take a look at it, or are you aware of what they're doing? Des, you're not sure.
she's trying to show it to Lachlan, and she'll be like, "Red's healing, right?"
I don't know. What can I roll?
Roll an Arcana check.
Ish. 15.
Yeah, you're pretty sure it's a healing potion.
Yeah, it looks like it's. Let me smell it. Oh yeah, elderberries for sure.
I mean, do you think we should dose him with it and then try to get back to Hamlet in the middle of the night?
We do need him on his feet as soon as possible. Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm thinking we don't try to stay here.
No.
Hey, Silver Red
there's
Fox.
I'm going to go out and check out to make sure there aren't any more enemies while they revive Norb.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, Des, you hold his head back and I'll push this into his mouth, okay?
All right.
And she'll pop the cork, and then
Like,
the two of them will manhandle this into his mouth.
Give me a 2d4 roll and add 2 to it, as it is indeed a potion of healing.
are you rolling?
Yeah. Okay, and add 4 to it, so that's 9.
2d4
Add 2.
plus 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
that 7.
All right. Norb, you are brought back from the edge of death, coming through the taste of elderberries in your mouth.
Quit laying around.
Oh,
We got work to do.
oh my gosh, what happened?
Not a lot.
Xanthi pulled her knife and killed them all.
Oh gosh, I just remember
You should have seen it.
we were hiding, and then
Hey, thanks,
There's
Vamp.
blood everywhere.
Everybody's got an
You're
advantage from
aware.
Vamp.
Oh, sweet
Aw,
Vamp. Thanks, man.
Well, Norb, actually, like you did a pretty good job. Like you ran up and you tried to help us fight off the gnolls. And you know what? You only got one of them. So
I
I saw you take a
don't
lot of
remember that
hits
at
there,
all.
too. I saw you take a lot of hits.
I just remember we were hiding. That's all I remember.
and don't worry, Lachlan is okay.
Speaking of which, I'm going to get up and go to the door and see what Lachlan's up to.
Lachlan, you went outside to sort of investigate what was going on out of doors.
Yeah.
And you walk over to sort of the pond area and you look about and you can see that there is a dead human laying on the ground up against the wall. I don't have the map up for folks. We don't really need it, but you see the dead bandit. And you can see that there's a rope that leads out into the pond a bit. It looks as though maybe the gnolls were trying to pull something up from the pond itself. Norb, you recall from the conversations that there was talk of treasure and loot. You remember them talking, saying something about the beautiful bastard, and them being told to not raid in the near vicinity, but that they had broken the rules, and that's why the goblins had cut off their heads.
The gnolls.
In retribution. No,
Goblins.
well, yeah, he said goblins. He said goblins.
Something else. I see.
They were talking about goblins. Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Before I pull on the rope, I'm going to check the other human. Is he still breathing?
There's only one human there, and he's dead.
Where'd the other one go?
You don't know.
Damn it. All right.
And you would really only know if that there were, well, yeah, you probably would have seen the two as they walked by. They were being kind of like manhandled and pushed along by the gnolls when they came. So yeah, you might be expecting to see two, but indeed there's only one that's dead up against the wall.
All right. Well, look, I mean, I'll pull the rope.
Okay.
I'll run up and give him a hand.
Okay. Well, while you guys are doing that, what are Norb and Xanthi doing?
I think we caught a big one.
Norb was going to be sitting, like looking around at all the blood and gore and death and like trying to recount what happened. Feeling like, what's going on?
And Xanthi will just like be patting you on the shoulder and be like, "You did a good job, Norb."
I don't remember doing a good job.
Well, your eyes like went white and like your muscles all bulged out and like you looked like you well, you didn't really look like you anymore. But
What do you mean?
it was very, very helpful.
What did I do?
Well, so we were fighting and you tried to like hug that one gnoll so he wouldn't hurt anyone.
Actually, I do remember that.
And then one of the gnolls ran up and it speared Lachlan and he passed out. And then your eyes went white and your muscles bulged out. And like,
yeah,
you got really big and you looked like menacing, but then you didn't actually like hit anybody for a long time. So it was mostly like, Arr.
Well, thank goodness I didn't hit anybody yet.
Yeah, you just like, you did like, you punched this one guy or maybe like hit him with your axe when he was trying to come at me, but that's it.
I think I wanted to kill them.
Well, they wanted to kill you, Norb.
Yeah. I think I might have enjoyed it, though.
There's nothing wrong with protecting yourself and your friends. And they were not nice people. They killed that prisoner they had with them, or at least it sounded like they killed him. And then you know, they came after us and like they didn't even say like, hey, you guys get out of here. This is our place. They just were murdering us. So they were not nice people. They were animals.
Yeah. I just, I don't know. I don't know if this is who I want to be.
You know, we don't always get to choose what we're good at and what abilities we have. But, you know, if you're powerful, it comes with a responsibility to use that to help others. And what you did helped us. We would all be dead if you didn't fight, Norb.
And see, I can almost see myself there, and I don't remember doing anything. I remember hitting air.
Well, you know, maybe we should train so that like you are the most effective and that you can use that ability when you want to use it and not just when you can't control it anymore.
Yeah, I felt something that I felt it before. It it almost consumed me. It took over my entire body. All I could think was my friends are in danger. All I could think was I want to kill them. I want to eat them. I want to rip them to pieces.
Norb, is that what happened when you killed that one person that you told me that you killed someone?
Well, I didn't eat them,
Oh,
but I
good.
enjoyed killing them.
Some people
They
need
deserved it.
killing. There's just no convincing some people, you know, not to hurt others.
Yeah. I, I just need to think. I need time to think about this. And
Don't
Norb's gonna
you?
like stand up and like be like, no, I don't want. I can't. And he's gonna walk off.
Okay. Meanwhile, outside, Des, as you walk over to where Lachlan is standing, you look down at the dead bandit on the ground and you see this blonde-haired guy who's dirty and cut. He's eviscerated across the chest, and he looks like he tried to hold himself together to no avail as he's kind of propped up against the wall. But you recognize this guy. You've seen him before.
Seen them before.
Yep. You saw him on the road when you guys first left under orders from Byrne to investigate the old abandoned farmhouse, and you had run into the highwaymen on the road. You had captured one of the men and returned him to Byrne, he's now working amongst the construction of the new keep. But this was the big guy, the big blonde guy that they referred to as Mel, who had been coming up through the woods towards you. But when he saw things going down and taking a turn for the worse, he left and disappeared back into the woods.
Lachlan exploded his buddy.
Yep. And he got the
as he's
heck out of there.
As he's known to do.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
I remember you, and I'll give his foot a little tap just to see if he's still alive.
He's totally dead, 100%.
Didn't get away this time. What you got there, Lachlan? Looks
Oh,
heavy.
big fish, man, big fish.
I think that's what we were looking for earlier.
Yeah.
Let's pull that thing
Pulling
out of
this thing.
here and then run. We need to just go back to Hamlet, I think.
I'm with you on that one.
All right, let's hurry. We're just going to start pulling
on the rope.
Yeah.
All right, you pull the rope in, and the rope is attached. It's heavy, so give me either each of you can roll athletics, or one of you can roll with advantage. It's up to you.
I have a +6 to my athletics.
I think yeah, I'll help you. So roll with advantage.
So 19, so 27. I'm lying, 25.
25. Math is tough sometimes.
Matt is tough.
Especially when you're live streaming D&D. Math is
What was the total?
hardest.
Also, listening is tough sometimes.
25.
25, yeah. So the two of you, hand over hand, you're pulling this big, thick rope. It's covered in moss, and it's kind of slippery at times, but you're able to pull it in, and it looks
If
like
it's another Copla Bulbous, I'm going to be upset.
You just ruined the
There'll be
surprise.
no death rays in there,
Oh,
Dave.
sorry.
Ah!
I feed
Actually,
it
it's a mimic rope. It's a mimic rope. One of these days, I'll
Anaconda.
throw a mimic at you.
You're just stringing us along.
You're pulling.
Ba-dum-bum.
Don't yank my chain. All right, so you're pulling this rope in, right? And you get it close enough where you can start to see that there's a big bundle attached to it, but it's dragging through the mud, and it's hard going, and you're out there. It's going to take you a little bit of time. Norb, you storm out of the farmhouse, or probably hobbling a little bit, maybe not storming out necessarily, but maybe putting your weight up against the door frame and then kind of pushing yourself out into the night air. You look to the left and you can see your friends are off by the pond, like working on this rope, pulling it in. What do you do?
You know, I'm gonna stumble over to them and grab the rope and just yank on it as hard as I can.
Okay, so you go over
Oh,
to
hey,
help.
Norb.
And what about you, Xanthi? Do you follow Norb out, or do you have other ideas?
Actually, well, I'm alone with all these gnoll corpses. Does it look like any of them have pouches or like backpacks or like?
I like where you're going with this. Roll an investigation check.
It needs to be done.
$22.
It's a disgusting endeavor. These animals are filthy.
I'm already covered with blood and gore.
I know, but it's even just the fact of working through these creatures and lifting them up, and they just stink, and they've got like bodily disease, and they're not healthy creatures. These gnolls, they've got decay on what was once their living flesh. It's just not great. But you are able to work through, and you do find that a couple of them have pouches. Give me 3d10 and add it up for me. Add the total of the dice. Armin, the artwork that we've been using a lot lately for some of the NPCs, at least, has been created using the AI art generators. In Midjourney has been the one that we've been using a lot.
19.
19. So you find 19 gold pieces worth of coin on them. Each of them has a dagger that looks like it could maybe fetch some money, but they're not. There's nothing special about them. There are 4 spears that are laying on the ground. One of them's broken, so there's 3 usable spears if you wanted them. And there are 2 decent short swords. One of the you notice that one of the gnolls is missing an eye, and 2 of the gnolls, it looks as though they had some sort of an infection coming into the battle. And I don't know if you remember, there were 2 that died really quickly. They were very sick.
Can I
sick
do a
gnolls.
medicine or arcana check to see what
It'd be a
was
medicine.
wrong with these guys?
Medicine check, sure. And then give me a 3 D100 rolls, because you find some random stuff, because you know me, I love to roll on the random tables.
I got a 6 on the medicine check, so
Yeah. You don't know, it's gross, and it makes you recoil enough where you don't want to touch those gnolls. You're like, I'm going to leave those 2 gnolls alone. They look like they've got something contagious.
Ugh. First one is 10.
Okay, that's freaking weird. One of them is carrying a small urn. It's sealed, and it has no markings on it. It just looks to be like some sort of a clay pot that has a lid on it.
Okay, I'll grab that to show Lachlan.
Okay, give me another roll.
Okay. Then I got a 59.
59. Ooh. One of them has a bleached white skull that is small. It's maybe the size of like the two of your fists put together. It looks to be maybe humanoid in nature, but it looks as though it's been cleaned very well. Like it looks like almost a specimen you might see in a museum.
Okay, that's weird. I'll take that.
Okay, and then give me
And-
one more.
70.
We'll make this one really weird.
It's already pretty weird.
I do love a good random table. Oh. Very cool. One of them has in a pouch, a cracked wooden box. I would say it's about the size of maybe like in our world, a pack of cigarettes.
Okay.
Has a hinge
Can
on
I-
one side, so it looks like there's
Okay.
a lid on it.
Open it?
Sure. You open it up, and you can see inside that the interior is lined with purple velvet. It is torn, but there is inside a ring. The ring is made of bone.
Okay. I'm not going to touch the ring. I'm just going to close
You don't want to put it on?
Maybe later. I'll put it in my bag.
Okay.
And
Could be
All
just
right,
a
we'll
cool
have
bone
to-
ring, man.
meditate on this and see what that
Mhm.
is. So then she'll go out and lay the spoils out next to the guys who are bringing that thing out of the lake. And
Yep, you guys
and
bring
say,
in the bundle. Go ahead.
This is
Yeah.
what I found. What did you find?
I'm gonna, while these two guys, I'm gonna drop my end of the rope and start searching this dead guy at my feet. Since
Okay.
these two strong fellas seem to have it.
Give me an investigation check.
All right. Let me just check one thing. Ooh, 18.
Not bad. Give me a D6.
5.
He has a coin purse that has a total of 5 silver, 10 gold. And then give me a D100 roll, because I've got another table here. Different table.
Ooh. Hold on.
This is a better. I like this table better, actually.
37.
Okay. Give me a D6 on top of that.
A 6.
Okay, there are 6 iron spikes that he has bundled up in a small burlap bundle. They're nondescript. They're iron spikes. They look like big nails, maybe pythons.
That's strange.
Mm-hmm.
Could I just look around on him to see if he's got the rock sewed into his
Sure.
clothing anywhere?
Yeah.
I don't know
What
if
was
that
your
would require a
investigation
different-
check?
It was 18. I'm just gonna like feel around on his jacket.
Yeah, you find one. You find the infamous rock.
All right, I'm gonna take it,
Okay.
or I'll just like put it in with the pile of stuff I just took off of him.
Do we have like a communal bag?
Not yet.
Okay.
And here's what the rock looks like, just for
So
folks who may not be
Just keep
familiar.
track of what
These
you've found so far.
There's been a variety of bandits that the group has encountered in and about Hamlet that have been carrying in the lining of their cloaks this smooth rock. They found it on some of the bandits, at least, that they've encountered. It has an eye engraved in it with a tear coming out of the corner of the eye.
I had a feeling about that. What do we have here?
You guys pull up the bundle, and there's a chest in there.
Ooh, they've been busy. I'm gonna bend over the chest and check to see if it's locked.
It is indeed locked.
I'm gonna take out my thieves' tools and attempt to pick the lock.
Okay. Give me a lock pick.
All right, I'm gonna burn my advantage from Vamp. Thanks, Vamp.
Hey. And while Andy is picking locks, just a quick reminder to folks that we are giving away a copy of the Troubled Veil. If you guys want to get in on this action, ! Drawing, we're going to give that away at the end of tonight's stream.
I'm not sure how to. Well, I rolled a 19, but I don't know what I need to add to that.
You would add your proficiency bonus because I'm guessing that you have proficiency in thieves' tools. Yep.
Yes.
So
I
just
do.
add your proficiency bonus and
So that'd be
dexterity.
plus 2 plus
That's a lot.
dex is 4, so 25.
Yeah. You get in there with the lockpick kit and you easily open it.
Oh, what do we have in here? And I'm going to open it up.
You look inside, and there is first and foremost a smaller box inside of it that has as you open up the smaller box, it's got a bottle of what looks to be like a fine brandy from what appears to be like Verbo City distillery. Looks like a nice piece of brandy. There are a variety of weapons, knives, and short swords inside of it that are kind of tucked in there. The crate itself is definitely bigger than the one that you found in the loft. It's a large crate, a large chest. And then give me a D100 roll.
Norb also has a large chest. We know
Norb's
now.
chest is huge, and it's all greased up. Wait, maybe that's just in my imagination. See you later, Armin. Have a good one.
Thanks, Armin.
What is the 00? Is that
That's
00
100.
is just okay? And then I rolled a 5 on the D10. So is that just 5?
Yeah.
Yep. 5. Okay.
Yeah.
So there is approximately 50 gold pieces worth of coin in there, a variety of different coin. There are it's just an odd assortment. Besides the 7 daggers and 3 short swords that are all in really good shape, there are some various trinkets that amount to, we'll say, 20 gold's worth of jewelry, nondescript sort of jewelry. Then the coinage, the 50 gold pieces that I told you. There's that bottle of brandy, and then just some other things like clothing and some fabrics and things that you ascertain were stolen from travelers or people who were leaving the area, or people who were, maybe kind of like the group of people that you ran into on the road who were pretty skeptical of you guys. If you recall your first foray out for Burns Badgers, that had been traveling from Norb, and they were pretty cautious around you, talking about bandits on the road. And the bandits that you had encountered, etc., get the sense that this is where they were keeping a lot of the loot that they were taking. You also piece together from what Norb tells you that this guy Mel, who you recognize, Des, was in league with the guys who got their heads cut off by the goblins in an earlier encounter that you stumbled into during your sort of crime scene investigation bit. And Norb would
which guy, Mel?
Norb would
dead
also
guy is
tell
Mel.
you. Yeah.
Mel's
The dead
guy.
guy is Mel.
The blonde
from
guy.
Mel's guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would have recognized that, Des. That's what I was telling you earlier, that you would have recognized that fellow from that attack, and that they had pissed off the goblins somehow, and the guy that he kept referring to is the beautiful bastard. Tell the beautiful bastard he shouldn't have cut the heads off my guys, that kind of thing.
Nancy's boyfriend. Wasn't he awesome? Wasn't he handsome? The guy in the tower?
No, he
I'm-
was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That
I'm not-
shiny boot bastard.
It could be the wizard, but I mean, if you said that in character, Xanthe would be, no, of course not. He's a hero.
What did they call him? The beautiful one?
Bastard.
You just heard,
Beautiful
yeah.
bastard.
Norb would have just heard him referred to as the beautiful bastard twice during that encounter, and he would have shared that with you guys as you're kind of trying to put the pieces together of what happened here.
All right. I really feel like this farm is the nexus of evil, and we need to get as far away from it as possible.
I don't know.
What do you
We
think?
stay here later tonight, man. Maybe a couple more of these guys.
I don't
will
think
clear
we
the
should stay
entire
the night here.
countryside. We'll clear the entire countryside just by standing right here.
I don't know if we can take another one.
I think we just
I need a
can-
rest.
I think we can just as easily rest a mile that way in the woods.
You guys picking up your tents?
Yeah, we should do that. Try not to leave
Our
a trail.
tents look mostly untouched.
No, your tents look like they were trampled over and kicked over and probably maybe salvageable.
There were
I'll
three
salvage
tents up.
what I can from my tent and Sandy's tent to create one functional tent.
Give me a survival check.
Is my
Uh,
tent savable?
I don't think you set yours up. When I rewatched the episode from last
Okay,
week,
all right.
you had
All right.
not set it up. 12? Yeah, you can piece together one functional tent from the two.
Sick.
Still have two
Well,
tents.
at least one of us has a still functional tent, Sandy.
No, they're 2-person tents.
I
we could
saved
share
your
'em.
life. Come on, let's go.
I don't need to sleep in one anyway.
We skedaddle.
Yeah, let's pack up. Let's go.
What are you taking with you from all the loot that you've got laid out in front of you? It's a lot.
Can we carry this chest? Is it carryable between two people?
Not without a cart.
Well, we don't need to carry the chest, right? I mean, we can leave the weapons of the gnolls here because they're probably crappy anyways.
Can I take a look at the weapons inside the chest? Do they look like really valuable?
No, they look like kind of standard weapons that would have been taken off of travelers.
Okay.
But they're in good shape. The gnoll weapons look like they've been used a lot recently on you guys.
Yeah.
We'll take the gold, the trinkets, the brandy.
Yeah.
I would definitely take
The
the
money.
jewelry. Yeah.
The jewelry.
We'll take the jewelry. I guess. I mean, we could sell the weapons, but if we can't carry it all, then
Whatever we
many-
don't take with us, I throw back into the pond. No need to leave these weapons around for these miscreants to grab. So any weapons we leave behind, just chuck them back into the pond.
all
How
right.
many daggers and short swords can we carry out of the 11 daggers and 5 short swords
Yeah, I know.
that we found?
You could
Small
probably each
armory.
take a short sword and a couple of daggers. I don't see why not.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Just
Okay.
add it to your inventory.
All right, everyone takes 2 daggers and 1 short sword.
There you go. That's easy. And then you can pitch the rest of them in. And then you're just going to kind of leave the bodies where they are. I mean, or do you want to do anything with the bodies before you guys are beat up? I
I'll
mean,
bury
2 of
them.
you got
Yeah.
dropped.
There's not time. We're exhausted. I think we need to go find a place to
We
rest.
can come back, yeah.
It
Yeah, I
won't
think
take
you're-
me a very long time to bury him.
Just leave them. We'll just leave them for now.
I'll bury him.
Norb's going to
We
bury
can't
him.
wait. We can't wait. How long would that would take forever to bury every
Oh,
single
I have
body?
mold earth.
So while you guys
I'll
are
bu-
packing up the gear, Norb starts
Yeah.
molding earth.
Well, how about we just-
some of them?
Funerals.
How about we just make a big hole? We'll push the bodies in. We'll set fire to it.
And then
And-
push some earth over the ashes. I like it.
And don't forget we have to take that old man's body back home so that maybe
Yeah,
Des
we're
won't be
gonna
old anymore.
we're gonna head back towards Hamlet camp if we can. I don't know. Maybe we'll just walk the night. Why don't we just keep going? We don't need a rest. We'll just
I
keep
think
going.
we should walk back. Then at least we can, be somewhere safe.
We don't stop until we get to the temple.
Let's go, and if we get tired, we'll stop. But we'll walk until we can't anymore.
I need to talk to St. Cuthbert.
Yeah, Saint Cuthbert is probably going to be a big ask, but we can certainly talk to one of his priests. Let's get the body. Let's get the gear that we want to get rid of the bodies, and then we start walking. And if we make it, we make it. If we need to rest, we'll plop down in the bushes somewhere, and someone will take turns keeping an eye out. And when we're ready, we'll move again.
All right. So you're gonna basically do kind of a forced march approach and see how far you can get. Let's do a group athletics check, just straight rolls.
Allow me to give us some guidance on that.
It is so loud.
So you can add a D4. What are we doing? What's the check, sir?
Athletics.
This is a D20.
Group check. Yep.
Man, this is killer. I got a natural 20 and a 4 on my D4.
So 24.
30.
That's ridiculous.
A what?
18.
Xanthi? 18? Norb?
10.
Okay. Yeah, you guys march through the night. It's slow going as you make your way through. Are you guys taking the roadway? Or are you taking the forest or the countryside, or what's your
We should
route?
just take the road back.
We'll take the road, but we'll
We have
stay.
to complete the full loop, so we have to go around the trees to that north road.
We don't have to do that tonight. We'll come back a third time and try and finish that. We'll stick to the road, but close to the side, so if ever there's anyone coming or something, we can just ditch in the ditch.
I'm not gonna make you guys. I'm not gonna make you guys roll a any sort of possible random encounters because
Thanks.
because I'm being nice. You guys do eventually make your way into Hamlet, and it is at this point the night has given way. It is well into the morning as you're stumbling your way back into Hamlet, where life has just gone on. It's just been a beautiful, beautiful day in Hamlet. The people are bustling about. The birds are singing and chirping. You pass by the watchtower where construction is underway, looking up at the tower itself, and then the nearby keep that is being constructed by some of the local villagers and financed by the Viscount of Verbobank. And where do you intend to go at this hour? It is probably, I would say, like mid-morning by the time you stumble back into town. Some people take note of you as you're bloody. Xanthi's covered in gore, although you probably would have prestidigitated.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been dark. It's been a hard night.
We need to get to the temple.
I'll tell these two to go and crash out, and I'll take Des out to the temple.
I'm going with.
Yeah,
you
bring
come
the
with us
Crashing
one.
out.
We got to go bury this guy.
I'm walking back. I'm crashing out.
I know
You're-
a guy from the temple. We'll go there and talk to someone.
You're going to the inn, Norb, or do you want to join the group at the temple?
No. They're going to the temple. I'm going to the inn.
Okay. All right. So as you pass by Nevitz Manor, where you had previously had tea and talked with Kenter Nevitz, who had given you a job earlier, you enter back in, passing by the smithy. You see the Inn of the Welcome Wench as you make your way into the town center, and Norb turns to you guys and says something.
Oh, guys, I can't. No, I'm just too tired.
It's okay. You go to sleep.
I'm just gonna keep going.
We're gonna. I have to make sure Daz is okay.
I feel
Des isn't even
tired.
waiting to hear what you have to say. He's.
I'm gonna
just
look
going.
at Lachlan. Lachlan should stay too. Lachlan, Xanthi and Des can handle this. Come on.
Give me that guy's bones, then.
You look like crap.
I know a guy over there.
No, but that doesn't matter.
good.
You don't,
Good.
you don't need to know anybody to go to a church.
Can I ascertain through use of my insight if Norb's just being like, hey, you should get some rest, or if he's being like, if you don't stay here, I'm gonna shave my head, and can I ascertain that? Can I make a roll?
You can. However, all of you are currently suffering from one level of exhaustion, so all of your ability checks are going to be made with disadvantage.
You're gonna have to
go
roll
ahead.
really high.
Well, I'm gonna give myself.
It can happen. It can
I'm gonna
happen.
give myself a guidance.
Shoot.
Just guidance, not advantage, right?
Is it worth me doing an advantage?
That'd just be a straight roll with guidance, right?
Yeah, I'll do an
With guidance,
advantage.
a D4,
I'll do an
though.
advantage. I kind of really want to see what he's got going on. So it's not too bad. So it's a 12 plus 4, 16 plus 5, 21 for my insight.
That's pretty good.
So
You
he
should-
what does he get, Norb? What does he think you're up to?
Norb thinks he should stay at the hotel and rest. It's insight, right?
Yeah.
It's insight. Is there like something?
Norb's
what's
being
the real?
honest.
What's the real?
Norb thinks you should stay at the hotel and rest.
Is that all there is to it? There's no like.
You don't get my intention. You just get whether I'm being.
That's the whole
I'm being
point of the
honest.
freaking roll, to get your intention.
I think my intention is honesty. I'm being honest.
Yeah, but there's something more to it.
I
can
mean,
determine
I'm
if
not
you're-
saying I'm gonna shave my head and
Predicting
join the
someone's next
monarchy,
Monarchy.
Dave,
monastery.
do you wanna tell?
Let's just
Dang it.
let's finish this and move
No,
on.
keep
please.
going. What is Norb hiding? Come on, let's talk about it.
No. Why
no, I'm
am I
kidding.
hiding anything?
I'm joking. You look, Lachlan, you get the sense that Norb would like you to stay with him. Not like stay with him, but he wants you to stay. He wants you to get some rest. He's
Yeah, you're
maybe
my
he's worried
shield
about
against Spugmore.
Yeah, and maybe he's afraid to be alone, perhaps. Those are things, but he's being sincere about it. You don't think he's gone crazy, but you think that he sincerely wants you to stay close. That's my interpretation, anyways. Is that somewhere close to what Norb would be
Perfect.
thinking?
Exactly.
Okay. That doesn't mean you can make your own decision. Meanwhile, so Xanthi and Desmond are
Meanwhile-
limping their
Meanwhile,
way.
20 yards down the
I'll
road,
tell Xanthi.
Dez is walking away with
Xanthi,
the
if
body.
you see someone there, you want to talk to either Sister Kalmeth or Treb. If you see Treb, who's an old man, you can tell him that you're friends with me. I spoke to him the other night.
Okay.
Bye.
Already, like,
Bye. All right,
they're
cool.
down the road.
Yep. So you guys head towards this church, and you weave your way through the streets of Hamlet, and you can see that just outside, on the outskirts of Hamlet, to the northeast, as the road kind of exits and heads north, that there is an impressive stone structure that sits atop this rise. Doesn't match any other construction that you see in the city. It's got an elongated 2-story hall with what appears to be different wings attached to it, maybe 4 of them. There are these ornate double doors, oaken, carved, facing the roadway, that provide access to this obvious place of worship. You can just see as you come up the hill towards the front entrance that off to the side and behind the church, there are rows and rows of weathered headstones that line a nearby field. Around the field, an iron fence.
This is it. This has got to be it.
I mean, it looks pretty promising.
Dez,
It does.
Dez is gonna storm through the doors, just like desperation mode.
Okay.
Force his way into the.
Hello, is anyone there? From way behind us.
He's just gonna like be kicking at the door, trying to. He's got a wad of bones. He needs a burial done
A
immediately.
lot of bones or a wad of bones?
just like isn't it just like this guy's
bag of
body wrapped in a
bones.
blanket or something?
Yeah, you've got him wrapped up in like a bag or a blanket maybe that you pulled off of the bed, perhaps, or something of that nature. You push open these doors and you walk into this space.
Priest.
The nave, I guess you would call it. It's the ornate doors open and it's quiet. Absolutely quiet. There's not a sound, and your footsteps and anything you say like echoes through this huge hall. You look up, it's open above you to the second story. This is probably where the faithful of St. Cuthbert come to hear the sermons on God Day's Eve. The floor is well polished, clean. There are pillars that line the space that hold up, extend all the way up to this domed ceiling that hold this edifice together. And you can hear just faintly a soft humming coming from ahead and around the corner. As you walk through, your footfalls echoing about, you turn and you look, you can see the walls are painted with these pastoral scenes, tinted glass, mosaic windows that shine a little bit of ambient light into the space. The whole hall is sort of this really beautiful, soft, gentle space. And you guys come barging in with blood and gore and the sack of bones over your shoulder, seeking answers and help from St. Cuthbert. And you see priest? This woman.
Are you a priest?
You don't see anybody yet, but you start shouting out for a priest. And you see this woman walk around from the corner. She had stopped humming and run and kind of makes her way hurriedly towards you. And she looks at you and says, "My God, you're filthy." And that's, my friends, is where we're going to end tonight's session as our filthy adventurers barge into the Church of St. Cuthbert, a holy place that is, or was, spotless.
It was. It taints no more.
It tain't no moa. So there we go. We had some technical challenges there at the end, but we made it through. Thanks to everybody who's still hanging out with us. We appreciate you very much. We are still going to give away this sweet piece of content from our sponsors at CZRPG. If you want to get in on the giveaway, I'm not sure if everybody's still here, but !drawing. Thank you, old school FRP. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate you guys hanging out. Get in, !drawing. Our friends at CZRPG have been hanging out with us for 2 years almost and supporting our stream, and we really appreciate them. If you have a chance, go check out their content over on Drive-Thru RPG. We do have a 10% discount code that I just posted in the chat. You guys, big shout out to you. Thanks for playing. I had no idea we were going to be in a combat today at all. I fully anticipated, which was my bad. Why would I ever think that you wouldn't get into a combat when the odds are significantly stacked against you? But maybe there's a group name in there somewhere.
The overachievers.
Yeah.
The poor decision makers.
Poor decision makers is probably
overreachers.
Probably more
Anyways,
accurate.
you all survived. Norb, if
Yes,
you
we
missed
did.
anything tonight, the one thing that we should all take away is Norb, spoiler alert, is a barbarian. And he raged tonight to all of our glee and horror at the same time, sadness, and I think we're going to need to do a little bit of we're gonna have to give some support.
Training?
We're gonna have to give some
Just
support to our
flailed.
barbarian. Yep,
Literally just flailed.
it was the
You ever
dice.
you ever been to a dubstep show and seen what crump dancing looks like?
No, is that what he was doing?
That's what I did. That's what I did. I went to a crump dance.
Some chonky
I
crump.
climbed into the middle of the mosh pit and I just crump danced.
I mean,
It was effective.
it was cool. I thought it was
Looked
great.
cool. It looked great. Yeah, it always
looked
looks
good.
great.
It
You
looked
soaked
good.
up a lot of attacks. And
Yeah,
I think
you
there's-
soaked up a lot of attacks.
there's something to be said for that, for sure.
Yep.
So
Good help.
thank you for that.
You
All right,
tanked.
let's
You
give this
tanked.
away. Let's give this away. You know what? Because we got disconnected, even if someone's not here, we're still going to reach out and give them this content. So for those of us that are here, please !drawing to get in on the action. We're going to give this away. Ashley, if you could give us a quick 5-second countdown and we'll do this.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Here we go. And the winner is Dark Elf Twilight. Dark Elf Twilight has won the giveaway. Dark Elf, I don't know if you're here still, but I will reach out to you, send you a message, and congratulations. You've won the Troubled Veil by our sponsors at CZRPG. Once again, please check out their stuff over on DriveThruRPG. If you're a Dungeon Master, you're going to love their stuff. 10% discount code there in the chat. Christian, real quick, give us a rundown on what's coming up on the programming here at the Guild.
Tomorrow night we got Norb, brand new game with Dungeon Mr. Ty and a bunch of new people and a bunch of old friends. On Thursday we have the episode before last of Shade Song of D&D 5e Homebrew with myself GMing. On Sunday we have the final of our 8-part Blade Runner mini campaign that's happening, so that's going to be pretty wild and crazy. And Monday the finale and third part of Game Master Kevin Games Once Upon a Rhyme 5e Homebrew on Monday night. Madness, it's excellent. Been having a lot of fun watching it. Check it out.
So good. Thank you for that, Christian. Massive shout out to all the players, GMs, and producers that are helping us create all this great content. We do really appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and raid into our friends.
We got a raid for Noble Crumpet.
Oh,
Thank you.
hey, thanks for the raid, Noble Crumpet. You got here just in time to raid with us. So we're going to pay it forward. We're going to raid into our friends over at Hero Club. Thank you guys all for being here. We really appreciate it. Come back tomorrow night. We've got our new Varden game that's firing up with our second episode. Ashley and I will be there along with Dungeon Mr. Ty and Lamar, the con guy, for some fun. So we'll see you all then. Let's go give some love to Hero Club right now.